I'll take care. Um, shall log off the server soon.
No, you can keep playing. It'll stay up.
I'm just doing some maintenance stuff. Ish, you know. I just wanna uh make sure we're sort of set up to actually adventure and
Sure.
not feel like we're scrounging for food and all that.
What, bro? Yo, bro, they all through the glass, bro. What? Yo, yo, I just came to look like this. They all through this. Yo, bro, what, bro? Yo, bro, they all through the glass, bro.
Style the characters from Arcane in high fashion. Trauma. You want me to style Trauma. You know what that show did to me? That show put me in a state where I literally to me, that show put me in a state where I literally couldn't wait a minute. Didn't I already say all of it? Where is
What time do you raid? What?
In about 20-ish,
For how long?
3 hours.
Okay.
In theory, our wheat farm should generate, when it's like finished, it should generate about 300-ish wheat per harvest. So we will not be thinking about food. We will not like have to think about food to adventure. We can just, grab like a sack.
Cool.
Value now we need to think about it. So that way we can adventure longer and actually not worry.
Brasileiros não descrevem sabores, vocês descrevem sentimentos. Uma vez um amigo falou: esse brigadeiro tá tão bom que parece abraço de vó. Eu vou competir com isso, gente. Mas agora eu entendi, no Brasil vocês não comem a comida, vocês vivem a comida. Isso é maravilhoso.
Got to go. Bye.
Chop choppies are getting the PF.
Oh, sure.
I mean, if you guys put the PF at the top, I would have joined it. I was searching for it, but didn't find it.
Yo, this is Autumn's problem this time. I put it in the requested location.
Okay, then the complaint goes to Autumn.
Oh, shit.
Okay, if you were in VC, you would have known where to look for it.
That is true.
I don't
I
think you
joined
have
VC
Persona
as
in VC
soon as
either.
was told to join voice chat. I'm not at fault.
Was it said in VC?
I don't
It
think
was after Spit asked.
Okay.
Okay. Regardless, everyone's in VC when raid starts. That's very standard
Making sure my
forever.
brain works. Let me
this
take
group
just
does not need to tell people to get NPC.
Well, from what I understood, when you talked to Ellis, that wasn't necessary until you told us to get into voice
Who
chat.
give a fuck?
Ellis told me he had a work meeting that he needed to finish, and I told him that was fine, so it was handled before the fucking raid.
Yeah, now we're in raid and we're on voice chat.
Pots or foods.
This food, or am I eating
Are
like
we?
sea trout?
I guess we don't need food? Question?
I was told. Is this mid eye level or is this not mid eye level?
It's not
This is-
right now.
Oh, so we're not gonna.
Oh, yeah,
should
you just
die.
take food
I'll
off.
just, yeah, you can just take food off. Alright, we're starting
refund
with
me, Miguel.
breastplate off. Okay, we're not starting
Refund
with
me,
anything off.
Miguel. Wait, what?
I mean,
Yeah.
one of you is chest piece off, so it doesn't matter. Just see how much damage you take. Don't roll.
How much? Yeah, how much damage does this deal? I'm gonna put some light in it. Oh, that's healable.
Okay, that's probably not enough damage.
That's not. I live from.
That's
full
4
without-
hits. He hits you like 9 times at the
It,
end of the
it
fight.
hits you 8 times, and we want it to be like our mitt needs to actually be perfect, or we're going to die. This is not
Right.
that.
The real question is, are we going to have enough mit? Are we gonna at any point run out of mit?
Maybe.
Let's run that again, though. I want to see how hard the actual raid
You
was.
want us to
Let's
just
figure
not
it
meet
out.
at all?
Yeah, no mid at
There was
all.
like
here. I
there was
just
no
wanna see how
Oh,
raw
you put
damage
tackle.
is.
Okay,
But everyone
beard,
take
your
your
calf.
breastplate off. Everyone take your
Yeah.
breastplate off. Don't pull off.
Chest or pants. It's the same thing.
Yeah. doesn't matter.
No. Rather be pantsless.
We already had our chests off.
I didn't get off before the boss was pulled.
You were the only one.
Was I the only one?
You were the only one.
Yeah, else
That's
was
interesting.
without chest.
Alright, I need heals up.
You're dying.
We have
I am.
soil on this, by the way.
I am gonna heal this. I
I'm
will
gonna
heal
click off
this.
soil.
Well, I was totally watching so much damage you dealt.
I was hollow.
I guess
It's
we can
fine.
stay here for 2 minutes. and see
Actually,
What is the first actual raid wide?
what the
I don't-
Yeesh.
Does this fight even do that? I don't
2
remember.
minutes. 2 minutes in is when he dopes, right?
Okay, I mean, see how hard this
Oh,
hits
right.
out in partners. Ellis.
Oh.
Okay, that only does like 78k. We definitely need less gear than this.
I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah, we survived the
like-
tumult thing with only soil.
Yeah, I mean, the tumult
was
is
not
kind of
on
hard
this soil.
to. The
I was
tumult
with,
is kind
like,
of hard
shield.
to like tune, but the actual mechanics should be one-shotting us without. it.
Doesn't the boss deal more damage when he dopes?
Let's
No,
do.
he just repeats
um,
mechanics more.
Let's do what
Oh.
we said, which is just only have legs and body on.
There's no way that's possible.
Yeah, good luck, man.
I can't take my weapon off. You literally said I can't take my weapon off.
No, only have body and legs on. Or, I think
I've-
weapon.
Oh,
I have
but you don't-
16%
I have-
defense. Man.
Taking-
I'm gonna die in
okay.
2 autos.
I have no
It's fine, we'll
accessories
see.
on. Okay, I have
We'll
no
see.
accessories on.
No
Start harsh
accessories.
and we get better. Have your accessories on. You're wearing everything except helm, hands, and feet.
Oh, accessories on. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I mean,
I took
you're
mine.
not really very clear on this one here, Kath.
Communication pipeline is suffering.
Okay, one of you is right, so that's all that matters.
Oh fuck! I don't have my ray gun. It's fine. I'll just give myself a C. You should. It's fine. I don't have my hat. Hello? I can't raid like this. That's
That's actually less damage than I expected.
I mean, half the raid died.
And yeah, we have nothing.
Yeah, we weren't healing.
Don't worry. Oh, I don't give a shit about you guys. I just care about how much damage goes on myself.
We need people alive so it doesn't double target us.
I mean, it's fine. It's
Oh, well-
It's fine. It's fine if it double targets.
Yeah, just
you.
see how much
Big-
a single number here does.
Oh, sorry. I admitted.
95. Okay, this is actually probably the right amount.
How much health do we have? Don't we only have like
5% on
60?
That was
I mean,
very
you look at-
nearly lethal.
You look at this,
No.
you're getting hit twice.
66.
Yeah, and how much damage did he take back there? Yeah.
All right, let's pull it again. Everyone have the right gear on, and we'll just do the fight as if we're trying to kill it really quick to see what it feels like. Push mid and everything.
Okay.
No food, yeah?
No food.
Yeah. It's silly.
Why-
You can do first battle.
Wait, don't pull, don't pull. I think Jesus. Okay, that's fine.
How do you want to do?
Oh, we live the
How do you want to do fuse field?
HP.
Talk about it when we get there.
I think I'll be.
If we're
Also,
trying to
is there-
kill it, we would have a countdown.
Or not.
you just said. We are.
We're trying to do the fight. We're not trying to kill the boss.
We're doing as really normal pull we wouldn't have a countdown for you know,
What's the point of this discussion?
the
Excellent
point.
question.
Whatever.
I'm gonna add on the next mech, not this one.
One of you needs to be melee. I'll take it this time.
Oh my god, you made that.
How the fuck are you alive?
Who's fake melee?
It should have been Sylvie, but we didn't talk about it.
Octo.
Oh, wow. Ow.
We're like fine. I'm gonna be honest with you. If this is all he does, I feel like this is.
I mean, he does 8 hits later, but like,
Yeah, but
I
that's
don't
just
think
me
that
GCD.
matters.
Like that's just GCD healing, right? Like I. This doesn't feel like it's actually doing damage.
We also do have a mid plan that's happening right now.
I mean, we're just pressing mid.
I mean, yeah, we're not really doing
Alright,
anything.
I'll melee this.
I can do this
Do I
here.
remember this fight?
That's also
I don't think
part
there's
of.
anything to remember.
I mean, I feel like if you mess up something on this fight, we'd probably just be dead, right?
No.
Yeah.
What?
Like, if you mess up a mechanic, you'll just die.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
that's not the goal.
Truly, the tank upkeep is the hardest part of this fight so far.
Yeah, it's just like Helmet.
I mean, I'm missing 30% defense, man.
Yeah.
Yo, play better, Zeph. What the fuck?
Yeah, you stop taking as much
My
damage.
bad.
I'm trying to think
Like-
what in this fight is actually gonna be scary, and I feel like it's
Use-
nothing in partner. Oh, by else.
Wait, why are we using the opposite markers that we normally use? Hello?
Arms.
Why?
It should be over here.
No.
Oh,
Oh, fuck!
Autumn's my
Yeah, that
partner.
was just dying to damage, right?
No.
Oh, right,
That was dying to assassination.
yeah, good luck, Kef.
Yeah, Kat, you got
Nice.
this. Unironically, you're looking completely
He actually is completely
He
fine.
actually is
I
completely
mean, I
fine.
didn't even heal.
That was 6 hits, and okay. We definitely need less.
Well, no, we
gear
need
than
to see
this.
Fuse Field. We need to see Fuse Field.
Fuse Field doesn't actually hit that much harder.
Like, here's
Oh,
the
Bice
thing.
Mid.
Nope,
Yeah,
Bice
I
Mid.
haven't seen
If you want this poll to continue, you need to.
No,
Okay.
we can just die. No, I want the fight to be hard before Fuse Field. Like, Fuse Field can't be the only thing we need to survive. It needs to be everything.
Take
So-
off an
Yeah, other-
accessory and.
Otherwise, Almit just gets dumped on Fuse Field. Is dots the issue?
Do we try taking off an accessory?
I mean,
just take off the body piece and go for it.
Really?
Take off your pants or body piece.
I mean, no, that's too much defense loss. Accessory is
Are
definitely
you,
the way to go.
okay, you've said that literally every time, and we haven't.
No, I would
decided
actually
yet.
be just dying. Like,
Well,
Spit
that's fine
on
then.
Dark
Just-
Knight, it would be
Like
impossible.
we want to
I'm
find the part that we were
unironically
just
saying
dying, Zeph.
Spit needs to be on Gunbreaker if we're taking chest piece off.
Yeah, I probably will just left it.
Then
there.
we can
No,
fix
no,
that
just
later,
take it
but let
off
us
and
just
we'll see
test
it.
this.
Yeah,
Just
just
take
pull the
it.
boss. It doesn't. Just.
Oh yeah, I pulled the boss.
oh,
before
does
you did.
everyone have their right stuff here?
No, yeah. Everybody just take off the chest piece and then pull the boss. If you die instantly, it's fine. But we got to see it first. So only
No, so my clock spot's gonna be 3 for fake melee, right?
let me throw on the
3 and then
markers.
You should only have pants or body. That is the goal. Pants or body.
No,
plus
I only have the
marker.
PF markers, which are these.
It's
Are
fine.
these markers?
You can just place your own marker.
I mean,
True,
does
place
it?
your marker.
This is.
Doesn't really matter.
Just so that we know what we're doing for us.
Yeah, it's because I rotated counterclockwise because I'm like, oh, it's color pairs, and then
Did we figure out which DPSs were? We can pull, but
Isa, you need to put on chest or legs. We only took off one. put on the other.
I'd rather try this on my own. So we have varying point of views per pool.
Sure.
And last pool, I had that and it was fine.
Okay,
Oh.
alright. That's kind of getting somewhere.
Hank will probably need help. Never mind.
Are you guys
That's
not
4
just?
hits.
Are you guys not just
Yeah.
like? I'm assuming no invulns in this fight then.
Yeah, I mean, if we
That's
wanted
not
to, we could
really an
just
option.
invuln all of the 8 hits, right?
Except for oh.
Oh, Pog.
Okay.
That's with rep, by the way.
Yeah,
And
that's what
soil.
I'm looking for.
Yep.
Does Sylvie die here?
They
No.
probably not. There's a macro timed here. Oh yeah, I mean that'll kill.
Yeah.
I mean, taking out 2 accessories is the same thing as taking out a chest piece, just without losing defense. So that would just be better.
Don't we want to lose?
Losing defense is the point.
I mean, the effective HP changes, but we're figuring out the same map regardless. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what we do as long as it like gives us the effect we're looking for.
I mean, this isn't... That's too much of an effect right there.
I mean, that's
Oh.
what I want. I want us to basically be impossible to kill the fight.
All right.
I mean,
well,
I'm not
let's-
saying to kill the fight. I'm just saying
No. But I'm saying if Ellis and I
To
have
see the fight.
spam you, if Ellis and I have to spam you guys to keep you alive, that's like good. Because like we can do that. It's not something you normally have to do in this game. But if I can just spam Adlos on you, an entire tank buster, and like Ellis has to just spam cure 3s on spit, and that's how we keep you alive. Like
You're
that's
3?
good.
Wait a second.
Or sorry, yeah.
I might have not had my chest piece off that last pool.
Fucking
I'll have to
baited
read that
me.
off until-
Okay, we go. All right. Now we know the damage numbers. No, I cannot spam that button. That wasn't the 2 in the cooldown.
You can spam Benefic 2 with it.
Yeah, that I can.
The one use case you'll ever have to actually use Sinistry. Sylvie, were you not edaling this?
I'm meddling it.
Okay.
I
I Hardcore.
Did you
Alright, what are we gonna have on the second hit? Should I add all this or the next thing?
The next thing.
Okay. Partner. Partners after.
That hurt. I heard an LB noise, so he would have been dead.
Pog.
Do you have enough mid for this?
Yeah.
Okay, well, at least I know I need a fucking spam juice. Holy, okay. Alright, tank upkeep it is.
This doesn't do damage, right?
No, not really.
unless we miss the tower.
I magic barrier it because it's the only magic damage for the next 2 minutes.
I mean,
The spreader stack after the proximity is magic, I think.
No, the proximity itself is
Oh, is that how
magic.
it-
Yeah.
The spread is
Yeah.
fizz. That is another valid place to use it though, yeah.
That does nothing for like 30 seconds here, I think.
Yeah, so what is the standard strat for Fuse Field? Is it just like party 1 purple green with or purple blue with these markers and party 2 red yellow?
Party 1 is red purple. Recall correctly.
What is Fuse Shield again?
Or
The
Fuse down
damage
is the
hit
one I
on your head.
meant.
Hit on
Yeah,
your head.
the fuse on your head.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so party 1 red purple. Party 2 yellow blue, I guess. Inside spread.
Mm.
Arms and spread.
Is that the wall here?
Doesn't matter.
Do you want feign on this?
Okay.
This is actually still too easy, isn't it?
I think it's easy still.
I mean, the fact that we haven't had to actually talk about anything
Yeah,
to
I think it's
survive.
easy. I think we take off pants and go in with elevation.
No, pants is gonna be too much, I think.
All right, we take off some accessories.
Eyes
Accessories,
off.
yeah.
There goes off.
All right, so we know. Okay, so 85k HP. We can wipe. We can wipe.
Okay.
Wait, what? Oh, we were almost at fuse down.
Fuse down doesn't matter healing wise. It's fuse field that matters healing wise.
Isn't fuse down literally like 30 seconds after fuse down?
Yes.
I feel like if we're 3 minutes on the pole, we might as well.
We maybe should have just done it, but
Yeah.
And we have
These things
like a minute
yeah,
left.
yeah, that's
So
the
if
other
I-
thing.
If I do put this on and I kill all my accessories,
Kath, you're at
uh,
59k HP. I don't think you're gonna be okay.
You think maybe just remove an accessory from this? And...
I was thinking getting it like a little lower.
I mean, can't you guys just invuln 4 out of 5 busters?
Yeah, we can just take accessories off to make it a little lower. So keep it with just pants, and then take off like 2 accessories and call it a day.
2
Try
accessories?
that. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
We'll try two, and if
Goodbye.
it seems impossible, we can do only one.
Goodbye, piety.
I didn't opt to which accessory I'm taking.
All
off.
of mine had crit, and I didn't look at it past that.
I feel like you actually want more debt. No, I feel like crit.
Yeah, we
Just
should
as-
just pull because we have like a minute left.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Let's see how this feels.
And yeah, we could just have the tanks have more gear on, because they're not gonna be the ones we care about dying to raid wides anyway.
They haven't died yet anyway, so it's fine.
They did.
Well, they literally did last pull, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Spicy.
Alright, that was a bit more spicy.
Yo, we're about to explode to this next hit.
Are we? We can admit it.
The shit was doing like almost 100k, and we have 67k HP. I am worried. It's an out, by the way, Alice?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. Redlo's OP, guys.
It is.
This might hurt.
That's what you say about everything.
Me?
Oh, that's what everyone's been saying
Oh
about
my God.
everything. This is
Okay,
gonna kill
I
us.
think this
Oh,
is
gonna
probably
die.
This is
good.
This is good, because this might be hard as we get deeper in the fight. Alright, let me talk to elevation again.
Oh fuck! No, don't leave me to solo heal this. Hello?
You're fine.
You fucker.
I can't believe Alice let me die like that.
We need to stagger our heals because we actually can't get heals off in between every hit. So it has to be like, you heal after first hit, I'll heal after second hit.
Buddy.
We didn't actually need to re-instance.
Yeah, but I don't know why we left this.
Oh, I did it. I didn't think about it. I was like, we need to get someone in the party, but we don't.
What's the prio for fuse fuel again?
Melee 1, melee 2, range 1, range 2.
Sure.
Wait, wait, wait.
fuck.
Do you mean like, is that for picking your spot or for the order for exploding?
Oh.
Taking your spot.
Okay, the order for exploding is clockwise.
North clockwise always.
Okay,
Yeah.
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 Well, I mean, it'll end up
Which
being-
ends up making it be both.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But if
Okay.
there is anything that fucks up,
Because some groups like they just YOLO at the beginning and then do like,
Yeah.
M1 and 2.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we just YOLO'd where we go and then clockwise, which I like, but that's not the PF strat.
Hello. Welcome
Hello.
to the, welcome to the God, what are we doing tonight session.
I see.
We went in a little bit and we got something we think is good. You need to see stats, right?
I mean, yeah, I can try to utilize them.
Okay. Healers look like this.
Oh, we want the party bonus.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
forgot. Yeah, I'll go in again.
M3. I just spent 4 hours looking at this fight.
Good
Thanks,
warm up. We'll be taking a lot more damage than those guys.
Maybe.
stat sheet in Trolley General.
This will be interesting.
That's not fair. Zeph has an extra piece of gear on.
Doesn't really
Dude, his
matter.
autos were doing more than half my HP, man. 60%.
No. Even if you took off his pants, he's tough enough. He has his offhand.
I mean, it's
Managing-
not practice if I'm doing 70% of my HP in autos. Like, there's literally no point.
This is the whole reason we didn't do A&S. I'm fine with tanks just having more gear on.
You don't get my Adlo spam? You hate my Adlo spam.
Your Adlo with
You-
the shield is like, I think half the auto.
It's probably less.
Oh, his elevation needs stats from anyone else besides.
Yeah, do you want
Healer,
DPS
okay.
or are you good?
I mean, it should be fine for now.
Okay.
Healer stats is the lower bound for DPS anyway.
Do we have a log to give him?
I started it. I think I didn't actually post it.
Okay.
One sec.
No fights.
Yeah, I didn't actually start the live vlog until now.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, so the task here is anything you notice to help, good as usual. But obviously, as we talked about, like, this is kind of making Mitt hell, so we're just gonna do shit, and if we don't have enough Mitt and we have to move stuff, or you can make stuff as it looks really spicy, more comfy by moving stuff around, then yeah, awesome.
67k is spicy for sure.
It is survivable, technically.
What countdown do we want? Since
yeah.
we're not really progging.
Like 6.
Okay.
Let Sylvie actually play the game.
I mean,
Hold on.
I don't need a countdown.
When you don't get to do the rainbow drip opener, it's so sad.
I don't need that white paint anyways. You're gonna need reprisal, addle, feint. We're gonna need some strong shields.
Yeah, I think as a team, we're probably just gonna like empty the tank probably here, and we'll see if we have enough for later.
Do you need my add on this or the next deck?
Rattle this one.
Not this. Well, it's fine. That's fine.
I specifically asked that because I moved something off of this one.
Okay.
Make sure to go to the wall.
Yeah, I'll,
Yeah, get the lowest tier. It's
This is
partners
pairs.
after.
Pairs.
Okay, I will put star sign on that. I was greeting star sign for Bro Impact, but I don't need to do that.
Why greed?
Well, no, I was trying to catch. I wasn't sure if I could catch both.
For that like combination, if we could have a soil.
Okay, yeah. Okay. I'm pretty sure that timing works if I do it properly.
He's still autoing me.
Doesn't he auto this whole time?
I know,
Oh,
but
no.
like for
There's
too
no.
much.
Yeah, these towers actually hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't scared at all.
Nope.
Is there like a, if you have time, is there like a really good soil timing I can use to like cover the second part and the first half with the first 15 seconds? Like, what's the most optimal soil I could place there?
Repull smile.
You mean during the quadra-boom, octa-boom dive?
Yeah, I like want to cover like the first raid. Later.
My initial instinct, I mean, just from like watching the poll, was to have you place it just before the partner or spread damage goes out. and then that would cover the brutal impact after.
Maybe
No
someone
battle
wants to
here.
move.
Arm's length.
Knockback.
I might die to this. Ah, I tried to knockback cancel it.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh,
It's
You just
76k.
auto-aggro
Yeah, 76k.
63.
If there's a log, I can have.
Yeah, I posted it in Charlie General. Is it working?
Dude, this brutal impact kills me from full.
that. Okay, so
I'll
yeah,
have neutral.
Ah, there it is. Okay, thank
I'll
you.
have neutral on that one next time.
yeah, so we can chill for a second.
I mean, most things weren't too bad. I do think the first Octoboom, Quadraboom, a soil there would just be very helpful, and it would generate a bit of leniency. It came close enough that I mean, I'm just kind of like going off the top of my head, but I would probably say if that high roll damage could probably kill someone.
yeah, probably.
So I think just having, just creating a bit of a buffer there
Yeah, makes sense.
would just make things safe.
Yeah. Should I save deploy maybe not for like the first like shit, but maybe like use it after that? So that might be less like
I think if I were to think about this like maybe in like more of like a prog context, because like it's kind of like what you're trying to do, I wouldn't want to move it because you did survive, and I think the easy enough solution is to say, okay, let's just add a soil, because adding something doesn't really change anything else, right?
Yep.
So I think it's just easiest just to say, okay, let's just add a soil, because you're just adding one resource, and
yeah, the soil is actually technically free too, so okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
For the last bit of damage,
That's like 2 minutes in. You can tell us as we get there what we should do.
Yeah, we can
Okay.
pull now since we got the initial thing off, and we'll let you look at it.
Easy, you have the ground gear by the way, you have hands. Chest over your legs.
Melees have higher physical defense.
I mean,
What are you gonna do about Fuse Field? Die?
I have equal health to the casters. Higher.
Yeah, everyone should just have the same gear on them. You'll just get your gear synced with everyone else after this pull. I don't think I wanted to eat my fairy right here.
Hey, your shields
One-
are stronger.
Do you want me to keep the Addle here or no?
yeah, just keep everything else the same for right now.
Okay.
Oh, you put the soil here. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we'll probably fall off slightly.
Partners.
Okay, and that was just damage.
I got raised. Just heal. Oh, never
Okay,
mind.
Yeah, I'll not soil the first thing, and then I'll move it back a little bit.
Okay, this is
But
good.
I
I can compare between pulls what might have changed.
all my mitt would have been different because I accidentally ate my fairy and didn't have the buttons I wanted. So if I just change that and move the soil back, it'll be perfect the way you described it.
Okay.
Oh, that one hurt. Even as
Yeah.
Fine.
My magic barrier actually does something on that mech now.
I have like light speed, and I put down 2 heals. That's probably fine.
Okay, so on this upcoming Blazing Lariat, we had a reprisal and addle. On the dive boom or octoboom that comes after, can we have the other reprisal added there?
I'll get first.
And keep everything else the same. Could also add a feint there as well.
To which
Like once you see the dive boom, octoboom. like, and do it like late into the cast.
Oh, that will not be.
Arms.
Red, remember?
So you're going to want to do it now.
He's up.
Cast died. Okay.
Hank LB?
Do you have macro here?
20% is not going to save you.
We're chilling.
No, why Kath died. I think I missed him with the spot mid. I spot midded 3 people.
I can look through the live log. He got overkilled by 300.
I really need more piety in my gear.
I know. It's fine. It's fine. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Watch your dude.
Does this do damage?
Yep.
Not this one.
not
The next one will, because we have to get hit by the poison.
Right.
You still have to get hit by one of them in the smoke. It's still going to do damage.
Oh wait, yeah, you're right. Going to 4 after.
Oh, I'm
Wait,
dead.
4? Oh, I'm wrong.
We all forgot
Yes.
the back.
Who's Hori?
It's octuple.
Hey, this doesn't double. Oh.
No, it just kills us.
102.
Good luck, Alice. We can see how much this does to you.
Yo, he's living.
I'm spamming
Oh
clemency on
my
him.
god, I'm alive!
Okay, so
Do you want both of the lariat booms that we've seen so far to have be double ripped?
For right now, yes.
Okay.
I think that would just kind of be helpful for right now.
yeah, I think
Bring out the summoner so I can actually bid all the relevant people.
I'll save soil for that. I'll also, I think both of them I have Seraph up, so I can Seraph both the hits. That'll probably be good. And we'll live like the first half. And that should make that comfy. Question mark?
Repeat that. I'm sorry.
I was gonna move, so one on both of them, I'll do the thing where we move soil back a little bit for like the second hit, and then it'll be up for both those hits instead of like the first one going out for the jump.
Okay.
And the other thing. It feels like the most important hit for it to be up is the hit after he jumps to the side.
Yeah.
Because that's what's killing us. And then I'll also have Seraph like for that, so I'll like Seraph as he's jumping, and then if I do it right, I can probably Seraph the initial hit, and then I can also Seraph after the jump, and have like 2 small shields on the big hits, and then save some stuff for the. I don't need to like unnecessarily shield that small hit in between.
Okay. Looks. Sorry, I'm just kind of going through a lot in the log.
Yeah, understandable.
On the first pull, we had a lot more on the Quadra Boom.
Feel free to move my CU around elevation. I just gonna put that wherever. I try to not use it for the raid wide because I don't think the CU lasts long enough. But yeah.
What
We
the
also
fuck did
don't
I
have
do again?
the.
You just died because you
On
weren't
this last pull?
spot-mitted by me. You weren't.
Yeah,
spot-mitted.
you died by like 300 overkill. Sylv died by, it was about 500 overkill.
And that
Yeah.
was again the second hit, or I was the second hit of that combo.
That was that.
With Sylvie.
Sylvie was too. Okay.
Yeah, on the different mech, but yeah, it's same
Okay.
enough.
Yeah. So if I make that adjust. Okay.
It's because the first hit is stripping our shield.
It's because
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
you actually want to shield afterwards. The first hit was completely eaten by shield.
Yeah, we're all stuck. I am trying to like time my shield to go out.
I will
That's
try
why
to
the-
put my neutral earlier so that it can be up. Or
Did you move Seraph?
In that pull, it got moved because of the fairy E, so it was up at a like random time.
Okay, yeah, because on the first pull you had the Seraph on the first Quadra Boom, Dive Boom, and on this last pull you did not.
Okay, yeah. I'll consistently put that there so that that'll definitely be like a difference, especially.
Do you think it would be possible or slash beneficial to just like make a mid shade or something that like we can do something with? Okay.
I mean, if you feel it would be useful, I would say yes, but only. I mean, that's really like up to you.
It's
We can keep pulling for now, and if like we get needed because mid's not consistent, but it sounds like
I'm also hyped.
I mean, it's just one pull. I want to,
Yeah,
you know.
but we can keep going. I kind of just move my shit around as I feel.
you're bad. Don't do that.
What? But it's always a monotonously increasing function, so it's fine. Also, Cat, you can't pot in the opener. If you pot in the opener, you actually have a stronger shield. So
Okay.
oh my god, we need to save our pot for fucking Fuse.
Super
That's
Ethers,
how-
dude.
Vitality
That's how
pot.
we're gonna get them more.
Yeah, if we're not consistent in this setting with elevation looking this stuff, it's hard for him to make any calls like that.
Okay, so I should just keep doing exactly what
Yeah,
I'm
so you
Yeah, for
Okay.
right now, I think I want to just replicate the first pull at least for like the first minute or so.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you not just get clubbed by the AoE?
No.
No.
Well, not everyone.
So-
But look like.
Alright. Okay. I bugged up. I need to do Seraph earlier than that. Okay. That's the hit I was thinking about deploying too, but if I always deploy that hit, that kind of helps too.
I feel like for the raid wides, they're mostly fine until later.
I'm gonna try putting deploy there.
The play is more effective on the lariats than the dives, since they're only one hit.
Yeah, but you have to that.
Then we have
Getting
to
him?
Yeah.
but that's fine. GCD healing this
Oh,
is fine.
never mind.
Well,
Yeah,
well, it's either that or you just need to create a strong
Oh
shield
my
here in the
God!
purple.
Yo,
No,
we're fine.
Patchy's dead. I don't
This
want to
certainly isn't
No,
gonna
he only got one auto. It's fine.
Extra body. Guys?
It's not ideal.
What the fuck?
Is that what they call it?
Is that Octo? No, that was Quadro.
Good luck, guys.
I'm not
No, it's Quadra, yeah.
You guys
It
are-
was Octo.
You guys
It's
are
on your
so
This is
No,
Octo.
we're talking about the first mech.
I don't
We
think
can
this
run
is
it back. We can
happening.
run it back. We can run it back.
Is there any reason you guys aren't wanting that?
I think it's just an idea to not make it too easy, I guess, unless tank mid isn't something that we want to care about.
I'm fine if you guys want to invuln or
Um,
whatnot.
I mean, they could invuln, kitchen sink, invuln. Like, there's only 5 busters in this thing. Every single one except for the middle one can be invulned. If they wanted to.
For the jumps.
You kitchen sink everything. The kitchen sink
Yeah.
doesn't matter. You
Oh.
always have kitchen sink for every
Yeah, it's not
buster.
saving
That
that for
doesn't work.
anything else. If you have to kitchen sink one,
Oh, okay. I didn't realize you got it for everything.
okay, so just before you pull,
I'm
You can
listening.
talk while we're pulling. We're good.
well, what I was gonna say is, like if you want to take deploy away from like the opener, like you have to make sure then that you have a strong enough pre shield still going in,
Yeah.
because deploy is going to be like one of the most valuable in terms of shielding, right?
Yeah.
Especially if you buff it. So
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right here.
I think it's just like it's always very, like if you're going to move a deploy, like you just really want to make sure like you have a plan beforehand.
Nice chain, buddy.
Octo.
Would passage last for both hits of it? Is this 5 seconds?
Probably.
Okay, you have neutral here. Okay, that was very healthy.
Zeph taking a couple autos here, killers. Care.
He's fine.
Probably do a soil here.
Yeah, I think a soil here would be very, very good.
Don't actually need the soul. I can like kill
Yeah,
through
nah,
the
it's
soul
always
out.
free.
They actually had the soil on the first pull here, and it did make it a little more comfy.
Yeah,
I
we'll
think.
do that.
I think
I
also.
GCD healed more there that time. I have
Can
light
look
speed
and
there.
see if
It's
something
free.
changed. I guess like the one thing with like soil is like obviously because of how much gear you're taking off, like you're not actually going to kill this boss, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're not
so-
intending to.
And I agree. Even in a prog setting, I will always throw a soil on like fucking everything because I don't care. I don't need the energy drains to kill the boss.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna do that.
Well, I mean, I would have said, you know, like in a prog setting, like if for some reason you had like a P8 that came about again,
Then you'd min-max it.
yeah, well, yeah, it's like you would have to find like a more appropriate balance between how much you commit to healing versus damage. But given what this is, it's like you can kind of just full soil. If you
Oh,
want.
HP.
14 HP.
Yeah,
Okay.
Timers
Arms
after.
back.
Have the reprisal and the feint here if we haven't.
We'll find
We
this
should
one.
be good here. Yeah. And wow, that cuts it close though. Do we have? Do you have macro here?
I have neutral here.
You have neutral. Okay.
Jesus fuck.
Man, my timings are just like
I think for each of those brutal impacts,
Yeah.
like you will either want macro or neutral, like 100%. If we're not doing
Yes.
deploy, yeah.
I think the issue with that, I should never get a res. What the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, you guys should just be letting me breeze.
I think the issue is I feel like neutral is infinitely better than macro for that.
I only say macro as sort of like if for some reason
Yeah.
the healing gets behind, the macro will just
Yes.
allow you to catch back up.
Yes, yes.
Going to one after.
Watch F.
Oh yeah. He
He's
takes
up.
infinite from autos.
I'm gonna hold the second and you Living Dead the third.
Okay.
Because these autos
Red.
are.
Zeph, I'm going to your spot today.
There's no rep on this.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Oh, here's the macro.
Take
guys.
LB3, take LB3.
Wait, we're taking no damage.
Yeah, it's a tank LB3.
It's 80% hit.
Mhm.
OP.
Yeah, no scholar there. That's just a tank LB.
I remember the prior for this we talked about.
Let party one is red and purple. Supports are first.
How do you read this mech again? Not this way.
Holy. I'm
Oh,
just
that
dead.
actually kills us. I wasn't even thinking about it.
Yeah,
Yes.
that does damage.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
76.
So it's like 70k. Okay, we need
Yeah.
literally like a shield and we live.
Yeah, it's
I
not
could put
bad.
Veil
Oh
on that.
God.
My veil
It's
was
not
late,
in
so
the
I don't think it snapshotted me.
Okay.
Yeah, mine's got flipped.
That did a lot more than 76k to you, Alice. That did like 110. You had a 40. You had a 40% HP
Okay,
shield.
sorry. Well, I'm telling you how much damage I took raw. But yeah, sure, I took a lot more than that then.
Where was that?
I
Death
took
Recap.
76k through a
Explosion.
Yeah, that bomb explosion's actually like 100k. We had a spread low or something there.
All right, so I'll
It was a
think about that.
veil.
I
It was
barely
13k.
died to, like,
Is
that.
there ever an argument? Actually, there's probably no argument trying to play Sage, but yeah, you go on.
Nah, we would never be bringing double shield for Prague.
Yeah. Also, I'm actually a huge fan of neutral and macro personally. I just think they're very, very useful.
I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah, they are.
And I think again, like just given sort of like what this is, like the one thing that honestly does kind of terrify me is if we go into a brutal impact, and if for some reason we just don't have something and or healing just falls behind, macro is kind of like the one thing that will just sort of save that. So I'm kind of like gonna rely on that one a bit.
Basically, not using macro until I need to. Got it.
Yeah, at least that's just like my initial thought is like I would just want to use it in a way where if something goes wrong, it can just be like an oh shit button.
We can try that. I think no matter what we do, it has to be up for Fuse Field.
Yes.
Gonna need that.
Yeah.
It'll be up for
So, like,
Fuse Field.
so we might find like a time once it like gets consistent.
It'll
the
be up
spot
for Fuse Field right now.
I died. Is there like one or two things we can move from what we did last time? Elevation?
So you died to the Blazing Lariat. We did not have a reprisal there, and I'm trying to look.
Res, was I?
Yeah.
I would always have rep there.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else?
We will not have Adel available for that. Well, maybe we can. Although it would be a very precise timing, I think, to make that work.
What is it?
You would need to. So currently we're doubling Adel with the second Blazing Lariat, like right after the 2-minute burst, going into Quadra Boom, or in Die Boom, and then the Brutal Impact. So since the first Adel is basically covering the Blazing Lariat and the Quadra Boom dive, recasting that Adel to cover that damage, because the second Adel can be timed to cover the later dive boom into the Brutal Impact damage events. You can actually time the Adel in a way where you can cover all of that all in one usage. So precasting the first Adel by a few seconds, and I'm wanting to figure out which one of you two actually use the one.
Sylvie's is first. So Sylvie just gets the Lariat, and then I get Boom and Impact, and his will be up earlier.
Okay, so we want to move Sylvie's by about 4 to 5 seconds, actually. Maybe a couple seconds
if
more.
someone wants it to just get Lariat, it should work. That should be like 10 seconds later.
And I can even pinpoint it to you. So when you're doing keeping your rotation the exact same, when you cast the first common in black, weave the Adel right there.
Yeah.
So common in black, Adel subtractive, and that timing will actually be perfect. It's going to be very tight on the later Lariat, but this should allow you to have it back up.
I think the last Lariat I was able to get that, and then the corresponding dive as well, if I remember.
Yeah, so you would apply Adel in this case by like around 2:15, which would last until 2:30. And that will cover the Lariat. Well, actually, it will not cover the Quadra Boom dive, but that damage is very minuscule in comparison.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I think just precasting, just again with like the first Comet, so that will shift it just enough to cover the Blazing Lariat, and then the second Adel from Autumn to have that to cover the dive boom, and then the full Brutal Impact hits after, and then Sylvie's Adel will be back up just in time. It's going to be very close. You may need to clip your GCD even for it, but it should be up just in time for that Blazing Lariat at 346. And we can have the Reprisal and the Adel there. Which, that by itself should probably alleviate the issue, but we can also add more just to, again, have like a little more leniency with that.
Okay, we can run this then.
Yep, we'll run that.
And then the timing for that second Adel, is it just like right after he does his jump?
Yeah, so like right after you take the Quadra Boom dive or the Octoboom dive damage, the next dive boom comes like right after.
Yeah.
And yeah, so you want to start with that. So like right after he hits the wall. I have to also remember we have a machinist.
What's
Oh my
that
god,
supposed
go
to
to
mean?
dismantle.
Wrench.
Yeah, with dismantle.
Hello, why is this train so late?
Doesn't matter. Oh, my idol should have been there.
It's okay.
Your idol does
Pretending
nothing.
it's here.
So it's gonna be spread after. And then we have the neutral sect here. And this should be very comfy then. Okay, even without the soil now, that's a lot more comfy still.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Okay. And then we could just have the soil during these towers.
RP time.
Gonna be in and spread.
Okay. I'm closing my eyes.
Alright. So 2 minutes are coming up soon. Remember the adult timing.
I'm flanked.
Yep. Partners
Sweet
after.
Partners. And then Adol here.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that easily catches the cast here.
Mm-hmm.
This is hollowed.
Yeah.
Very comfy with that damage.
And we've got tag team.
Oh my
Zeph is
God,
gonna
we
take him
have-
autos.
We have the tech. We have the tech.
Show us this fairy tether.
If you think tag team is bad, just wait for Fuse down.
As long as remember to heal you, you'll be fine.
I don't think healing's gonna do much.
Going to one after.
And then with this Blazing Lariat, the Adol should be coming up.
In,
Partners.
over
In.
in.
Just
Yep.
right now. It wasn't. Okay.
I could have veiled earlier.
I think
Was
it's
there a
my idol
passage
was
here?
late, but it's up here.
I definitely could not have veiled earlier.
Okay.
Oh, we are
Oh,
done.
I could have repped that.
That was veil and passage.
I don't know if I can put macro there. If I put macro there, I don't think it'll be up. for
We
Fuse
won't
down.
have it
There's
for.
little impact here. Oh no, it's after final fuse zone.
Let me evoke and just see how much these autos do.
Yeah, we almost died to the other thing. What were we missing from that?
I could have tagged that, but I wanted to save it for this because I don't know if targeted mid works for this.
Yeah, I deployed going into that spinny thing too, so we had deploy on that and did not live by that much.
With the Blazing Lariat.
Yeah.
That was the play. Okay. Yeah, we had deploy, reprisal, what looks like collective, soil, and tempera
On the lariat or
on the lariat.
Okay, yeah.
And then on the brutal impact, the first hit we had the veil. We still had galvanize.
Yeah, and soil wasn't like up yet, just for that.
Yeah, we didn't have
I
the
had
soil there.
Seraph, but I was like trying to hold that button.
I mean, it looks like we had Addo and
What?
Rep on it.
We had Adol, reprisal, and then we had passage, but that's all we had on that impact. So we are going to want to
To be fair, Veil is bigger than Spread though. With my HP value.
Oh, it might be. With Expedient.
It's like the same size
Did,
almost.
did the rep cover the whole brutal impact? I don't remember.
Yes.
Doesn't
Okay.
it snap at the cast on that one?
That's what I thought.
Oh. I didn't
I'm
know
pretty
that.
sure we looked at that at some point.
Okay, so we did have
How
a rep
far?
there.
What is the timestamp of Fuse Field? I'm like kind of like.
Uh,
having something for
that should be
Fuse Field is at
5 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuse
somewhere around
down has like a lariat right afterward, so
Yes, that and that Larry is
we
right
need
before-
Mitt.
It's a dive.
Or a
right?
tank LB for something. Yeah, it was a dive with the partners.
We're
Mhm.
probably gonna
Or
tank
Spread.
LB Fuse Field. So.
Well,
Mm.
if you want to
mean-
tank LB Fuse Field, we wouldn't want to be holding on to
Is
things like
there-
macro.
That's
Is there any world where we just tank LB1 a lot of these mechanics?
Tank LB1 is 20%. It's not really gonna do much.
20% is 20%.
We could tank LB this brutal impact and keep everything else the same, because we have tank LB to use.
Well, the brutal impact, I can just like Seraphis and it's over.
So a few things is I feel like macro definitely needs to go on Fuse Field, but I don't know how. It's not macro, neutral. But I don't know about how much macro needs to. I can maybe just macro that
I
one
also
and
still
pull it
have
in.
an expedient available that I could put there. So, like, I can move expedient from a previous.
Your expedient was, yeah, you used expedient.
Normally I catch the second hit of it if the timing's like crisp. I catch the second hit of the second combo set, the dive and the jump. But I don't know. I was thinking about like saving it just for that later. I'm not sure what I'm gonna have. If we just had, we lived that. I think we can live that damage. What's one button we can move onto that brutal impact? I just need one button move there, and we'll be good.
I mean,
So I think it's still, since it got brought up, is whether you want to limit break for Fuse Field or not.
I do think we can make it the Fuse Field without LBing, and I think just having like that there would be really good. Is it an LB3 by then?
Yeah.
Yes.
We had LB3
Yeah.
on Brutal Impact right there.
Okay, so yeah, I think having the LB3 for Fuse Field is definitely where we want that.
I can just put macro on the brutal impact and call it a day then.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can use macro for right now. You won't have expedient there given where you last used it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be up just yet.
You would still be about a minute on CD actually. So
Yes, macro will be perfectly safe there.
yeah, we have macro. We could move. We could move the feint off of the previous, because feint's on the previous dive boom with brutal impact, and that's been pretty comfy now because we do have a lot going on that. We could hold the feint. We could also use. You have a soil for the lariat combo.
I can probably. I think I used that soil a little earlier. I could probably hold it. We took a lot of damage.
Yeah, we took a lot, so maybe not.
Hold it there. Yeah, I don't think I want to hold that. If we move the feint, that should be enough. If we just get a feint on there.
Moving the feint with the macro and
Yeah, I think that's enough. I think that's all we need to do. Whose feint is that?
We have one melee.
feint. We have one melee.
Oh, right.
Which
Okay,
is definitely not being
Okay.
incredibly helpful.
Yeah, so Easel hold that to that brutal. Okay.
Um,
Good.
the tank LB Fuse Field thing isn't Fuse Field like 40 seconds long? I don't know. if
Yeah,
it is
using it
or-
after Fuse down would be a lot. Usage.
Using it for
Because-
Fuse down kind of makes sense too, because that's harder to miss.
Yeah,
After Fuse down, I meant like for the double area.
because of how Fuse Field works and like how short the Vuln debuffs are, I think if you were to tank LB3, you probably have enough time, like if you time things well, to where you could probably resolve 3 or 4 pops. So you could probably resolve like one of the rolls worth of pops under the tank LB, or at least maybe 3 of the 4, and then you would really only have to worry about the second set of 4.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with that. I think 3 is gonna be free. 4 is probably gonna be like a little cutting it close, but yeah, you can definitely get 3 in there easily, for sure. let's for now, Zeph, just when we get to the double lariat thing, does it cover both of those?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, use it there just for prog, and then we'll like see what nip buttons we had.
Well, we have to get past Fuse down first.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, yeah, for
Surviving that thing is spooky.
The Blazing Lariat, right after the 2-minute, right before the cast bar finishes, put Tactician, like cast Tactician. I'll call that when we get to that point.
Partners after.
Partners.
Okay.
Hello, Max.
No, you guys are not real. Yeah, this is cancer playable, I think.
Dude, getting hit by this poison on Tag Team 2 is gonna do so much damage.
There is nothing to do.
Just heal. Second win, man. Radiant Aegis.
Yeah, Radiant.
Alright, understood.
Another suicide hook. Nah. God forbid we did a 5v5. God forbid.
Like, performance enhancing drone is greatly amplified, but damage dealt is increased. Like, surely that just means he gets a damage roll.
No, it doesn't, actually.
Oh, fuck, okay.
The game just lies to you. It's standard English tooltips.
You want a tactician here?
Yeah, I will call it. So, like, right before the Lariat cast bar finishes.
Jesus.
Keep going. Put it up now.
The long range. Nice. They keep drafting
That
long
catch.
range into
Well,
me picking Casio. That's
if I need to adjust that, I can
Arms.
adjust that.
no melee champs.
And we're spreading.
Them pick like fucking what would it be on top lane? Like Zeraf top lane out of nowhere. Pantheon. Oh my god.
yeah.
To win this. But bro,
Were we missing things there?
I just didn't get my shield or Seraph out.
Okay.
How much did we get over Kensai?
That
took
would have been like
82.
17. Yeah, it was like,
Like
82K.
13. Yeah.
I'll try my best.
So it'd be 12 or
I don't know why Casio spikes.
no, I was right the first time. 15, 16K.
No fucking way, bro. I have to play
Yeah.
versus Huawei.
When
Just
the
double
knock-
checking.
Hard counter into hard
Go ahead.
counter. It's fine, I'll handle it.
Oh, I was
Kath?
just gonna say, when that happens, if I run to be like a little tight in mid, so it just absolutely make sure everyone gets their shields.
That deals so
I think he would
much
have been close enough, but just like
damage.
double check.
Yeah,
I
look,
can move my
imagine if I
neutral
was
earlier
this
so I
way.
can catch that
I
part
wonder
with
what
the
would be
neutral,
happening.
but
Surely I would not become to Oblivion.
I'll
Changes
stick
your
with
gun.
him.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
I'll
that's
stick with
that's
him.
yeah,
No
that's,
food, right?
That's a
Yeah.
me fuck up. If I
Yeah,
get,
no
like,
food.
everything and someone's dying, then yeah. That's me.
I just hope Kath always
Double-
does
Down
Double check that spread actually snapshots on damage and not on cast. Because my Adel, I believe, was correctly timed, so it would be on it if it works the way we're doing it.
For which do you want to check that on?
The last spread that we died to. I want to
Last
make sure
spread.
that you don't need to Adel the cast bar to catch that spread.
You did have Adel on the dive boom, yes.
Okay, it actually did the thing.
I have Relay soon, and with Relay I can literally just chase him like a little doggy.
Partner.
Eblan! Another control ward. Bro, this guy is so bad.
Okay. When we do that Lariat, with the tactician, we're gonna do it a little bit later because I kind of removed it from the dive boom, and I was trying to find the right timing to where we could cover the lariat and still get the dive boom damage.
Sounds like we probably just can't cover the lariat then.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like to be safe, we can just go back to like the old way. I just thought maybe I could get it to catch 3 sources of damage. Because I also wanted to move it earlier too, but
Yeah, I mean, last pull it was so late, we were questioning whether it even caught the lariat, so we can't really move it any later.
yeah.
Well, I mean, like Patchy could.
Well-
Patchy responding to elevation, telling him to do it might have delayed it by a bit. Patchy can definitely time it properly.
So it was actually too early was the thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't think that one will last.
So in theory it can, but it's like, is it really worth trying to, optimize it that far? Probably not. And I would much rather have it on die boom damage probably than the lariat.
Okay, I'll throw you over here.
So I would tack now.
Arms.
And this will be spread.
Spreading.
You can have middle.
Okay. A lot better.
Maicham has no way to get to you. How? He died for his control word twice already.
This is my trial, guys.
Yeah. That is how Mitt works in this game right now.
I mean, is your trial? You're kind of just being told.
80% shield healer Mitt.
Every time you die,
If I can't do what told, rep me.
I mean, you can just play white mage.
I can't rep a party member.
Not with that attitude.
Oh, that'd be so funny if I could make a party member do 10% less damage.
You can just take the tank buster on his face.
Check your chin. Going to 2 after. Partners in.
This is where we died last time. We'll try.
Should have the feint here, and then tactician in the moment you can.
I was gonna save it.
Okay, yeah.
I already used it.
I know. That was a lot more comfier than I imagined.
All magic barrier the explosions here, Calf. Supports are exploding first.
Oh.
Okay, that just...
He almost lived. I need to get in the soil.
I feel like this soul could be
Knockback
better.
resist.
Oh, I'm going into the wall.
Yeah, it's
Just rest for fuse field.
Yeah, this is like the problem.
Melee 1, melee 2, range 1, range 2 from north clockwise for both rolls.
I guess Sylvie.
Oh, I'm probably not gonna use debuff.
That's fine. We can see it.
Yeah. So one.
Oh my god.
Here, I think. Or...
Oh, isn't it? Yeah, sorry.
Oh,
Holy shit.
That's
Yeah.
a lot of damage.
Afterwork full.
Anything else?
Sylvie go.
What?
Why is that not Sylvie?
It's calf.
Who is it then?
Oh.
It was Calf.
Oh, I guess from the north angle it looked like it was.
No, all the
Yeah.
DPS are fucked up. It's technically me, but
Well, no, you just go clockwise to the next
it-
shore, and that was Calf.
no,
I was alright. It's embarrassing, but I was far enough around the circle. I can lose.
Nafiri, go on him!
wasn't that?
Yes, it
Yes.
was
I
Calf.
think clockwise, I was. Yeah.
Okay, we can.
So we're not using eyes to find our tether spot, right? We're using them.
No, it's M1, M2, R1, R2. from north clockwise for both rolls, and then just break clockwise.
I'll just save tack for the fuse.
We need to
Yeah.
figure out how to survive fuse down.
Yeah.
I mean, fuse down, I could just move myself. I mean, I think if soil was positioned properly, it's a
Well,
lot better.
me and Sylvie both got one shot too. It wasn't just you.
I mean, you guys were not in soil because.
Can we
No,
have?
I was in soil.
Can we have a galvanize? I think we need to have a consultation, because with that explosion, we only had missionary, barrier, and soil.
700 overkill.
And it was 700. So just having the consultation probably resolves that. But I think if we need to, we can probably just put tactician there as well, just to be safe, along with the missionary and the soil.
Yeah, I'm looking because I thought I consultationed it, but I guess I got.
We did have a shield. But...
Are you talking about fuse down or fuse shield?
Fuse down. Yeah, well, some people had a galvanize. The healers had a
I did
galvanize.
it mid and.
Done your way.
When he casts final fuse down.
Jesus Christ.
No, that doesn't do any damage.
No, I'm pretty sure both healers had a shield for the hit.
I had a shield and I.
Yeah, Autumn didn't have a galvanize.
Yeah, mine fell off before I got hit.
Ellis probably didn't have a healer shield and died, and I did and lived.
No, Alice had a shield.
So I was assuming the cast of Final Fuse Down would do a little damage, but it doesn't. So I can get that consultation out when everyone's chilling midway before this goes off.
It's okay. I can spot mid the people that are relevant. Do not worry.
No, but everyone will have consultation. That's the thing I need to look at.
The one issue that I guess like to be mindful of is like you have 4 casters, right? And that's physical damage, I believe. And because of that, casters having the lower HP with the higher magic defense, so the physical damage will be more vulnerable, and half the party is going to be vulnerable. So, I mean, you could try to like give like oblations, protraction, exaltations to like each caster, but it may just be easier just to cast the consultation, have the soil, and we have the tactician that we know that we can hold, and that will also just make that a non-issue at that point.
Yeah, I was also trying to hold the soil, and I did it as I was running to my spot, and my macro puts it under the boss, who was then in the corner. So the soil like wasn't helping a lot of people, which I can just do it a little bit before that, so that everyone can get it for sure. So we'll have soil on people, plus consultation will be on everybody. I don't know if we can wrangle out like one more, but that would be enough.
I'm gonna just try and TBN and ablation casters.
You could do that if you want as well. Yeah.
Can you grab Cath as primary personally? Because I feel like the way I do it is I tend to hit the DPS first. I usually hit like Sylvie, then Autumn, then me, then Cath in that prio, which is not the right prio, but it's fine. Just how my brain works.
Yeah, that'll be good. Like now that I know I don't have to wait with that stuff in the soil, I can just put down a little more quickly. So it's
Wait, this is actually this Cath's prio. Holy shit.
Are we good?
Yep. No, and you all have to single mid people. You know, it's covered.
Yeah, but for which mechs? Half the time
Yes,
we'll
but-
miss
yes,
on
but-
Zeph.
True.
What about me?
Most of my like single target mid is going on you because.
Oh, you don't have to worry about me for that mech. I'm admitting myself.
I
I'm
just put my shield on you. Eventually, I run out of shield charges.
If we get the fuse field with tank LB, like where in mechanic are we using it?
I feel like we just used it at the start. But
Don't
maybe
we have
there's a
like
better way.
leftover mid from the last mechanic or no?
No.
Probably not.
No, there's from the last mechanic. There's about 45 seconds of time, so you wouldn't have any mitt going into that, or nothing like already applied is what I mean.
Who is the prior? It's north to. How are we picking the tethers again? Like the things on the ground.
North melee 1, melee 2.
Okay.
Tethers?
Spreading.
The tethers on the ground. The big long lines.
Oh, the fuses.
The floor tethers.
Should have done Phoenix instead.
Yeah, man, I really want to do a. What was it? T12 or was it T11?
Buddy, I'm talking about
Really?
P3.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
We're going back to Melusine?
That's what you do. You do Phoenix, but you let him get the buff from the towers.
Yes.
No, the tower, the healer towers.
It's just.
Okay, you have a little bit of downtime here. Also, I was wrong in what I said earlier. I think the explosion from the bomb is actually magic damage.
It
not
is,
physical.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I double checked.
I was also looking at that, and then I was like, wait a minute. Now that I think about it, I'm pretty certain that's magic.
Yeah, it's one of like 4 sources of magic damage in the fight.
In the tier.
No, the rest of the tier is magic damage. What do you mean?
Only M4 is magic.
138%.
Honeybee is mostly.
Science team is already working on a heavier version.
So, $1 billion question then. Did he beat that vote for my woman?
Partners
All shit
in
our
the-
pants 3 months ago.
We think so. But she implied someone much worse was coming.
That's fine.
Which is why we're not.
I mean,
don't feel very
partners.
Mark or any of our other plans.
Autumn is higher than the 4k H, or not the 4k, the 12 HP he had before in one of those schools.
Hey, Rex. Yeah, Caesar's got me on a training plan.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay. Don't worry at the Swift the fucking Helios. Don't worry about it.
That's
The problem
me in
with Summoner
dungeons.
is that I would shield every mechanic and I'd run out.
Yeah, man. Of your 2
Oh,
stacks.
what a tragedy that would be.
Nah.
If you give Red Mage 2 magic barriers, that'll fix the problem.
Yeah, but then they're just gonna make
Chain.
it do less damage.
Going to 4 after. Orient. In spread.
I
Getting.
think we were missing something. It's fine. Just recover.
I'll be up.
That's fine. This isn't actually stack damage. We're good.
Okay. Okay, so remember we're going to have, we have the soil, we're going to have concentration, barrier, dark missionary.
Oh, hello.
Isn't this?
It's fine.
I wasn't in Israel.
Knockback, arms, and partners.
Be on my body cat if you can.
Oh, never mind. We just died to damage. It's all good.
Yeah, we did just die to damage there. No, we don't.
Yeah, man, we have a healer.
Was I not supposed to?
Patchy, stay alive. Patchy, stay alive.
Sure.
I want to see how much tank LB prevents from me.
I would go by 300 health.
You can just pop whenever you want.
Me?
Yeah, just pop one. That do 23k?
Yeah, 25.
Yeah, you're gonna get 3 pops out of it.
With tank LB3, it does a third of your HP.
Okay, how much did we get overkilled by?
Well, some of these were by a lot because you got doubled. A couple of you got doubled. On the others, it wasn't by a huge amount. Astro got overkilled by 274.
Sylvie 10k, Iza 1k, Autumn 12.
Were they single stacks though?
No, none of
No, Alice and I were stacked.
Only Kath was single stacked, and he got overkilled by 100k.
There, yeah, because I could. Expedient is up there too. Soil is like on a slight cooldown still.
I think I could put CU on there.
I don't want to expedient there.
I think I put CU.
I can move Passage or Veil onto it from Lariat. Or not Lariat, Brutal Impact.
Can I ask why you would be hesitant to put Expedient there?
Because I really want that for the 5 hits of Fuse Field we need to mitt, because it'll last 20 seconds versus like that 1 hit there.
Keep in mind you'll have
like,
neutral.
Okay.
Keep in mind you'll have neutral and CU for the Fuse Field.
Yeah, it's just like a comfy one. For, like,
If we can Expedient hit the explosions and the dive afterward, if it does, we can pull other mitt off of the explosions and put that on Fuse Field.
What difference? Oh,
Well, if we have an extra 20%, we can move like Magic Barrier.
Expedient is 20%?
Expedient like with my timings, Expedient comes up only for that hit. Like it's not up for
Okay.
dive. Like I have to.
Well, we have barrier covering the explosion, so the fuse down.
Fuse down was how big is?
We did have a lot more there because we had the Fealoom, we had Tactician, we had the Dark Missionary, and we had the barrier, and then on top of that, we had the Consultation, the Soil, and then. I think like the casters were getting something on top of that.
Yeah, and Fealoom I just added because it like came up right as the mech hit, but I could hold Fealoom for that Wombo combo too, and then that would give a little bit bigger.
Well, so what we could do, you could hold Fealoom for the dive boom. You could also hold Fealoom for Fuse Field, and then bring Expedient sooner. If you're afraid of not having something, because by the time that we reach Fuse Field, we could have Fealoom. We're going to have not Tactician, the Wrench. We're gonna have Dismantle. We should have an Addle.
Yeah,
Phase
mine was up.
Really fucking strong there. Phase probably stronger there than Expedient in some ways.
Phase
So yeah,
not
I'll
gonna be
Expedient
right?
on cooldown. Expedient should be up for maybe 1 pop at the start, but I think we're tank LBing our first 3 pops. Is that the way? Do we want to?
That was the
heal our
plan.
first 5 and then tank LB, or do we want to?
Actually, let me look at this because you have Expedient here.
Não, não é possível sair lá fora pra lavar roupa,
And
sair na
Expedient
cola com cola
is
quente.
Expedient's 20, right?
Agora fica
It's 20
chorando
seconds.
aí. Olha aqui, ó. Olha aqui na parede. Olha isso
So the last Expedient you have covering through the previous Brutal Impact through the final hit. The final hit prepares at 251, which means that we could cast the Expedient at 231. Now, I mean, like trying to pinpoint that exact point in time, it doesn't have to be nearly that precise. But you could use Expedient basically just before the Quadra Boom dive or the dive boom after the 2-minute burst. And then you would have it up in time for this next dive boom at 441.
Okay, so I'll just like shift it back like for the dive. Okay.
Yeah, and that'll still cover the Brutal Impact. So like I guess just like the simple way to memorize it, and you know I can call it like on the next pull, is just right before the Quadra Boom dive, just cast Expedient right there. And that'll time out perfectly, I believe.
I think what Zeph is saying in chat actually makes sense. Like, if we could use a tank
Because you have to get all the way to full HP with maximum shields to be able to live 1 hit. Like,
instead of
doing
having
that
to do
5 times in a
hits
row.
You could do like 2, then tank away 3, then take 3 in a row, and then you would like there would be more spread out.
Okay, so the tank LB hits also kind of give us time to heal up.
Yeah. Instead of doing all of your HP, it does a third per one.
Okay, we'd probably want to do like 3 3-2, because I think mitts used at the start can last for 3 hits, and then they'll like fall off. So we tank LB.
Get him down there. Get Minter up and moving around. Say that again? Get Minter up and moving around. Minter? Minter. Minter's in the dugout. Well, get him down there.
Because if we do that, then it like splits. It also is splitting things in half, right?
Is that good?
Not necessarily. Ellis.
I mean, is your mitt really gonna last for 5 hits in a row because you have to heal and shield between everyone? Even if it is 20 seconds, like I feel like you're spending more than 4 seconds on every single hit to heal. Like there's no way 20 seconds lasts for 5 hits.
Well, with Seraphism and like some other buttons, it really has how fast we like top up. I might be overestimating how fast we can with our like cooldowns.
I think it worked.
But I'll like have Seraphism up, for example. So like the question is, I'd almost prefer getting it out of the way and just sighing through it. But let's try the plan.
So one other thing that might also will probably make Fuse Field not as problematic. You will also have deploy back up in time. So you will have a deploy. We're going to have neutral. We have a number of mitts again, like the dismantle. We'll have an addle. We should have a reprisal as well. We'll have quite a bit to handle that. I think having the deploy will also make that very, very... Like, it'll make it a lot easier than it may appear at first glance.
Yeah. Just to pull the trigger so we can pull the boss. Let's do the plan since you guys already worked it out. And we'll see how that feels. And then we can
To be clear, the plan is 3-3-2?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so mid on the first 3 hits, tank LV on the second 3 hits, hopes and prayers on the last 2 hits.
I might remove macro off of the
Brutal impact.
The brutal impact.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
We died there. We died there.
Well,
no, it was on there last time. It just didn't do anything.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah, I was also kind of thinking that like it felt very comfy.
Yep.
You probably hold the macro, so we would also then have the macro for Fuse Field.
It fully depends on when my neutral set comes up. If my neutral set comes up, really, I'll get the neutral.
When we do the Fuse Field, this is pairs, by the way.
Yep.
I'll kind of talk after this, so people can concentrate a little bit.
Partners again.
Partners. When we do the Fuse Field, after we resolve the first set of 4, give a like a second or two before the next person pops, so like the number 5 pop, to give Kath the time to get the deploy out. Because I wouldn't want an explosion to soak up a portion of the Adlo shield before it gets spread.
Isn't 4 and 5 going to be during tank LB though?
Yeah, I feel like the Adlo show should be after.
Don't we want to pause after 6?
Okay, then after 6 then. After 6. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, so then after 6, have a slight pause, give Kath time to get the deploy out, and then the deploy should make 7 and 8, like, not problematic.
I don't know about that one, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think deploy will cover a single hit.
What does the mid actually look like? How bad is a single hit of Fuse Field?
I think it's 100k.
Definitely kills you.
Let me look.
Because we had a pool, you can just look at unmitigated.
I think it's 100k past our mitigation.
It is unmitigated. Well, this one hit for 80k. This one's showing... Oh, no, wait, that's the wrong one. I'm looking at the wrong explosion. These are looking at 82 unmitigated.
That's doable.
That's doable, yeah.
Oh. But this isn't.
Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. This is the way FF Logs displays this info is really poor.
I'm certain that shit does way more, but it's just 100.
It's 124 unmitigated. It's because when you have shields, it displays the U differently. I hate that it does that. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
124k unmitigated.
That sounds about right.
Should I just soil that first hit? I've been holding it.
So
Been
what?
holding it in.
What happened here?
we died. There's no veil there. We can
You
just go
just pull.
again.
You just pull.
Okay. Sorry, I was also trying to like look at the.
No, you're good. Keep focusing on Fuse Field stuff.
I believe Adel should come back up for like the first few hits. So is that where you want mine?
Yeah, yours will be on the first 3, I think.
Okay.
I'm going to probably macro the first 1 to 2 hits with neutral, and then we'll figure out the back half when we get there. I'll see.
I'll
you
have
with the
Veil
half.
for any of the hits for the first 3 or last 2.
So you're for the last 2 for now.
Partner.
We just don't have this part.
Something else that we can do with the deploy as well, just to beef it up a little bit. We can hold the Illume for the later hits. We can also use a tank rampart and put Diablo on a tank.
Do you
That
know
would
what
have to be
card
spit.
cycle I'm on? I don't know what card cycle I'm on. 5 minutes. 5 minutes is probably. I could probably give Kath the. Actually, no, I don't think so. Not even close.
LB noises.
Make you happy?
I like that one page there that we got
let's
the
just
LB
gen some
noise.
LB.
Too busy
Should be
RP.
getting lots of LB from this.
We are getting good LB.
Yeah, you want to gear off on pull and set up a deploy?
Oh my god, you're so right.
Yeah, you want to
we can-
plan some LB gen for us with this gear elevation?
Oh my goodness, dude, it's hard
Oh
enough
my
in full
God.
BIS, man. That's yeah. Generate the LB3 by the first blazing. Yeah, we can do
Why
that.
do speeds not just do this? We're getting an LB3 by like 5 minutes.
So true.
Yeah, I'm gonna start soiling this hit too.
We did it. We're alive, guys. Like to thank my
Arms and
friends
spread.
family. Kathy, you get mid.
So fucking hard to get all that shit out.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Sorry, that was rude.
Oh.
Goodbye.
You know, if you were on Summoner, then you would have lived.
Yep, I wholeheartedly agree. Alright, I'll get the case.
I'm up.
No, I was refusing to get the res, and I was trying to coordinate reses with Kath, who's lower on MP.
I see what happened.
He probably just didn't get propagate. We need to line up with Autumn and fucking.
Yeah, I need to be
Sophie
standing on top of
You
the
need to be
healers.
closer to me.
We had stuff fall off on that hit.
I've given him intervention a couple times. I just didn't have gauge.
Going to 3.
Oh, yeah.
Partners out.
Adel's not going to be over here, but I'll have this.
Okay, it'll just put it on this.
Okay.
Oh, I'm standing on Kath, not Ellis. Fuck.
I also wish I was playing White Mage. You have no idea. Why are my heals this low?
Supports are first.
It's fine. There's room.
Oh, no.
I'm just going to kill myself.
Oh.
I just fell over no addle.
Knockback resist.
Yep. Partners after. LS, you don't have a partner.
I don't think this is gonna
I
last.
think
I
I'll be
think
through.
you're gonna die through
Last.
Tank LB3.
I'm alive! Wait, what?
Okay.
Just rest quick.
Healers
They're
are
Tank
gonna
LB,
have
so
no.
just good luck.
Oh yeah, your idol should be up for this, I think.
Yeah,
I want,
it is.
I want to get a debuff.
I'll be M1.
Watch your debuff, it might be different.
We're missing a long. You're a long, Patchy.
Patchy needs. healing.
Patchy, beat the last long. Just
tell me
like
when you
7
want me to
man.
Just yeah.
Go,
we're
go,
good.
go.
Not yet, not yet.
Oh, one of you said go.
Oh, wait. Are we not ready there? We looked like we were good.
Okay, well, deploy.
Why
was
would you
like-
say go, bro? You're not the shield healer.
Deploy had like 2 seconds left before I could use it.
Weren't
We,
we gonna?
we were gonna deploy later.
Yeah.
It didn't have tank LB.
Yeah.
So I just tried to put it on front.
Well, I mean, it doesn't
No,
matter.
the-
When you start the first
we weren't
three-
supposed to have deploy or tank LB on the
Yeah,
first.
when you
hit.
started the first, we had no target limit on us. There was no.
We were about to have an addle.
Okay, well,
As soon as someone said go, I pressed addle. I don't know if it was up in time. No, it wasn't. It didn't go off.
there was no.
It actually, it ghosted. It went on cooldown and not on the boss. Fuck yeah.
Very overkilled by 9k. That's not even that bad.
But yeah, to be clear, the plan is to mitt the first 3 hits, tank LB 4 through 6, deploy for 7, and pray we don't die for 8.
Yeah.
I just shifted it to the front because I was going to use it anywhere and we're going straight through. I wasn't going to like wait to deploy without the tank LB, but that might have been a wrong call.
Which means we should macro somewhere in the first 3 after the first or the second. So whichever one of the first 2 you feel is better. And we have neutral as well for the first 3. Yes.
Yes. 1 to 2 House on Sun and neutral. Macro will probably be on 1 to 3 somewhere. 8 will have CU.
8 will have
and
CU.
then
Okay.
2, as in 4 through 6, will probably have lingering effects of macro and Star Sun. But with tank LB3, it'll.
Yeah, with Take Away 3, it's 80% reduced of 124, which that's gonna not really be too problematic.
Patchy was getting hit. Patchy was getting hit for
25K.
23 through like 26k.
Yeah.
That's a third of our health bar.
Yeah, I have said that.
Awesome. Your consultation fell off like
Yeah.
half a second before it hit you.
Yeah. I noticed. I'm not actually sure that was the difference between me living and dying. It was close.
You did have soil though, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I was in the soil. Yeah.
Well, so like it is 24k, right? But on the other hand, like that's very easily healable. So that really won't be so bad. Especially if we're topped. And then you could take 24k and then you could literally just pop like the moment the Vaughn falls off, you could actually just pop again. And we're not going to die from the second hit under a tank LB, assuming that we're top before number 4 goes. So at that point, you could take 4 and 5 and then just heal for 6. It really won't be an issue.
Every time I have to slot heal an extra caster, I die a little bit on the inside.
Sylvie died because you stood on the bomb.
Yeah.
Okay.
So with the timing, we can't use shield until a little bit after the cast. So just everyone hang in the middle like a little bit.
Yeah, no, the problem there is that we had a shield left over from your last sucker on Brutal Impact.
Everyone get the fucking macro out to click off.
We
your shield.
actually have to click off your shield. It's fine. We can just click it off.
Yeah.
Now that we know.
Okay.
Yeah, I just went and looked in the VOD.
Yeah, I hadn't noticed that. I wasn't looking at everyone's timers. I just assumed. Yeah, I was like, man, this mech's 30 seconds long. No, it's definitely fucking not.
No, it's not.
It's definitely not.
Yeah, I probably live if I have that shield. It's close. I took 80k.
Good thing that's not here.
What's the best melee for mid? Is it Samurai?
It's actually a Reaper, isn't it?
For Mitt, like personal or
Personal.
I mean,
party?
Personal.
Oh yeah, it's definitely Samurai. for
Probably
me, personally.
Samurai.
Samurai has a heal as well. Isn't it, like fucking 600 potency?
Wait, don't think
That
of
was
it.
removed like 5
Yeah.
years ago, no?
No, you
Well,
used
there's a heal when you proc
On the new
third
one.
eye now. It's just not an
Yeah.
active anymore.
Oh yeah, that.
It
It's
used to
not
be an
merciful
active
eyes.
heal, and now it's a passive heal.
Yeah, it used to cost fucking gauge.
Bro, that was like
Back in
7 years ago. Jesus
I know,
Christ.
dude. That's when Samurai was not
Guys are
good,
showing
but
your
it was fun to
age.
play.
Guys are showing your age.
Damn.
This guy's
Actually,
younger than me.
I think I'm younger than like all of
Partners.
you. Good one.
He's a resident baby.
Also, I believe this is for the brutal impact near like just before 4 minutes, and that's Sylvie's Idol, I believe. If you time that a little more specifically, you can actually cover the lariat damage and still cover the full.
On that pull, their 2-minute
impact?
Idol was late, so they didn't have it up for Lariat.
Okay.
Did someone say cover?
That's where it's supposed to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone say what?
Cover?
Yes, we did say covers off. Paladin, whoa.
Mm-mm.
Oh god. No, nothing happened.
Alright,
Power
good talk.
explodes.
Yeah, we could limit tower explosion, right?
Yeah, for sure.
If it's an explosion,
If it's an explosion
yeah.
and not giving prior notice, maybe.
Well, the explosion itself actually doesn't do a lot of damage. It's the
bleeds,
dot.
right?
It's the
Yeah.
dot. So it's two separate interactions, right?
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry. What I meant is survive the explosion and the dodge.
Yeah. Yeah, the actual explosion itself wouldn't really be an issue, but the dot would be.
What's
Oh,
a
God.
dot?
Paladin used to have one of those.
I still do.
My
Circle of
bad.
Skull.
Oh.
Oh, he's just dead.
Yeah, it's
no Idol here.
partners.
Let me be on his corpse.
I'll be there, I'll be there.
Yeah, partner.
I replaced your Idol.
Okay.
Use
Where is this feint supposed to be?
the next brutal.
Here, I assume.
No, I already caught
Not
it.
this one? Oh, well.
Oh, I guess we're dead.
I mean, brutal, you can just heal more forehead.
I physically
I believe in
cannot.
you, Alice.
I physically cannot.
Don't worry, I
Mentally do it,
believe.
huh?
As opposed to magically, you cannot.
I mean, do you guys have hyper potions? Like it's a sixth of your HP since just press one.
I do actually.
Yeah, but the pots aren't gonna be
Maybe
back up
find them.
until 4:30, so
I'm not potting. My pot's up.
you're supposed to
just
pot.
Pop the mana pot and call it. If I need to res, I need to pop
Check
the
your
mana pot.
chin.
I'm not GCD. Fuck that shit. Oh man,
I'm vit potting.
huge.
Going to 4.
Can you just not hum?
He wasn't humming.
I was bopping.
Oh man, 6 man.
Partner's out.
This is where my fang would be.
Okay.
Oh.
Understood.
Oh, this is not good. This is not good.
I mean, we're not missing any of my met here. Oh.
Damn,
not
I
you,
clemency you too. How did you
Yeah,
die?
I know. I was holding my raise immune.
Are you healing OB in this?
Yes.
Yes.
Quick.
Maybe you should have done it later so I didn't get a debuff.
That's not how it works.
Is that how it works?
Oh, did dead bodies go?
DPS,
DPS
are
first.
first. We can just share the spot, Patrick.
I'm at the back.
Oh.
Okay. I don't.
I got there first, doesn't matter.
Wait, why are you at? I forgot to look at bombs.
Good luck, guys.
Goodbye.
I'm chilling.
1 is always on red. Party 2 is always on red or purple. Party 2 is always on blue.
Were we
or
missing anything we're supposed to have on the thing where?
I don't know.
Which thing?
Yeah, there's a couple things that.
You fell over dead again, but that shouldn't happen.
Yeah, we were missing a feint there. Because Iza fainted where I would have addled when I died.
Where did you do that originally?
That's
So
a good question.
the first or the second Blazing Lariat. So the first time that Autumn died, we did not have Veil there, whereas we normally did.
Okay.
We did technically have Soil there in place of it, but he still takes more damage because he just has less shielding.
It's okay. We leave, we come back. Autumn gets off this godforsaken shit job called. Actually, no, shouldn't. Isn't Red Mage better than Picto?
Yeah, we're
In terms of what?
In terms of
I mean, Picto Shield is OP.
mid for
let's
fucking not
everybody. Yeah. Elevation. How much more time do you have? Because I didn't actually like give you a time.
I have a bit of time. I'm good.
Okay. Because that'd be cool to go like another hour. This feels productive to me. But we'll take a 5-minute break here to bio, and then we'll come back. So X33. BRB.
Right now, are we not thinking about at all about the final 2 hits of Fuse Field, or do we have like anything for this? If anyone's here.
Wait, repeat that?
For the final 2 hits of Fuse Field, do we have anything right now, or just like see what happens?
Well, right now we're gonna have deploy, so that's like definitively going to be there. We should have.
And now, after looking at the newspapers, I understand why.
One sec. We
I don't know if
should
you received this letter, but
have
nonetheless,
the other
let's
Adel
send
by
it.
that point.
Arthur.
We should,
Oh,
so we can
Arthur. But
have the second Adel, the second reprisal there. Deploy. Have a soil. And then I believe the Astro mentioned collective as well.
Okay. I wasn't sure because I think some people were saying like I wasn't really sure what we were doing there. Okay.
Yeah, like we at least had somewhat of an idea on it. Also, we were missing a few things on this last Blazing Lariat compared to before.
What are those things?
So going back to like the pool previous, a couple of things that we missed. So on the first Blazing Lariat that Autumn died to, so the 223, we were missing the Veil as one. We also had, which I don't think the Illume actually matters for that because that is physical damage. So yeah, we were missing the Veil on the 223 Blazing Lariat. On the 347 Blazing Lariat, on the pull prior, we actually had the Feint that was timed to coincide with that hit. We also had Tempera, and Autumn was getting a Celestial Intersection. And those things were all missing on this last pull there.
Yeah, so we know the Feint was because Autumn died, so then Isa adjusted. But then we wanted to put Adel there, but we didn't get it in time. So yeah, we were missing like 10% there then, on top of like a spot bit for Autumn that was missing. Plus, okay.
Well, so like, I mean, even just having the Tempera there, like he lives.
Yeah. Okay.
So like the Tempera itself would just fix that. But we did also have, like, we managed to have the Feint covering that damage, and he did have the intersection as well, which the intersection probably isn't needed, but we would at least want the Tempera there.
Yeah, that's back in. Get back on. Yeah, not Is that like a group compare, or is it like a personal show version of it?
Group. Because it was on, I'm looking at Autumn, and Autumn's Red Mage, so he can only receive the...
Right. Sorry, yeah.
Hello, I'm back. What are we talking about?
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah, so we were missing the Feint, which was like moved because
If I
he
land
died, which
Q, I
was
can
good,
flash
but then
over
like
full here.
the Addle like missed it slightly, so we're missing time there, and then we also missing the
Or he just takes
Not, well, not the Addle, the Feint.
Yeah, the Feint. Yeah, we're missing the Feint, but yeah, and then we were missing Tempera, so those two things would make a difference.
Just having the Tempera on that one, he would have lived. Yeah, the Feint is just a bonus, really. If you can get it there, it just kind of gives a little more leeway, because like if something is missed, then you know that Feint being there.
We get the like the Veil on the previous one. Veil's just like such a huge mid if it's missed.
So do I get to practice Summoner, or are we sticking with Red Mage?
I don't think you should try.
I think you would want to stay, largely because there are a couple instances where we have your barrier going. Summoner doesn't bring a group mitt. It, like, your personal
mitt
mitt
pretty important.
Yeah.
At exactly 2 spots. 1 actually, because it's not going to be up for Fuse Field if it's on Fuse Down.
Yeah, because like if we need to spot mitt you, like we have Oblation, we have Exaltation, we have Intersection, like we have things from supports that we can give to casters.
Yeah.
Like if that's needed as like a personal. I think just the group mitt will be very important, especially when it's, you know, there are very few things in this fight that are magic damage. And so if we can utilize the magic mitt where it actually gets value, and then that allows us to use other things elsewhere, where the physical damage becomes more problematic.
Oh fuck, I am party lead, sorry.
So where is it specifically you want the Tempera?
That Blazing Lariat at 347, the pull prior to this last one, you had the Tempera there, the Grasa for the party, but on this last pull you did not. And so Autumn got overkilled very, very slightly.
The split we were doing like purple, red, and blue, yellow, right?
Group 1 purple, red, group 2 blue, yellow.
Yep.
Was there any
okay.
other particular place besides Fuse Down you needed personals on people? Because I feel like
If you have extra personals, just slap them on me every Lariat.
Okay.
I am the person most likely to fall over.
That would be.
Why is Autumn
Keep an eye
any
on
more
that.
likely to fall over?
Yeah.
You or me?
Because I can't. Healers can't miss their own heals.
Well, you've clearly never met me.
Yeah, I think it's more like the physical damage for the casters will probably be where, like, using the spot mitts would be probably more common, or where we would need them more. With Fuse Down, because it's magic damage, the casters will actually fare a bit better with that. As long as we just have the designated mitt being used.
Just FYI, at our gear level, casters only have 1% extra magic mitigation. And melees only have 1% extra physical
But
mitigation.
yeah, because we have so little actual defense on our gear right now.
Yeah, like I'm looking at it right now. I have 1% extra physical mitigation. I have 5% physical, 4% magic.
How much magic defense do you have, Isa?
The number 845.
Okay. Yeah,
But-
I have like 1,000, so we're probably taking more damage than you still.
But I have a plow gun that tells me the percent, and it's 4%.
Oh.
Monka?
fine.
It's fine.
Yeah,
We're
I forgot
we're
to
okay.
heal. That's fine.
Magic barrier diff?
That
That
is
was missionary. Don't get too
Red
cocky.
mage stonks.
That is why we have the soil. We are all okay.
I believe in the soul. I was looking at our HP. I would have healed if we needed.
The soil is just so good because of both the reduction, but like the mid, or not the mid, the regen. I mean, having that little bit of regen value there is very, very good.
Asylum region is better.
Okay, but then you have to play
Then,
white
yeah.
mage, and then
Yeah.
we're just missing everything else from Astro. That's better.
I wonder if this would even be possible with white mage.
I
You got a
don't.
warrior, maybe.
I don't want to think about it. Warrior wouldn't make this very bad in my.
You'd be able to spread low
Arms.
Make sure
every
you
throw.
do this.
Yeah, arms partner.
And Shake is mostly better than.
Yeah, Shake would actually make this easier, I feel.
Especially since we're staggering the blah blah blah. Whatever it's called, fuse field.
I think Shake would just be like really insane because you could just cover like Blazing Lariats with Shake, and those just become a non-issue, and then you have it for Fuse Field wherever you want it.
I mean, Warriors and off tank would be able to buff Shake every single time, also. So
yeah.
Find a 4. Orient. In spread.
Yeah, a little too early, so it fell off. Should be fine.
Yeah, we're fine.
Light party 1. Oh, yep. Light party 1 is red and purple. Supports exploding first.
Oh my
I am
goodness.
so glad I spawned mid in
Oh my
myself.
god.
Nope.
Away.
Proxy into partners.
I'll be up.
I can solo it. You don't
Sure.
need to be up anyway.
Okay.
We're okay.
Just do focus on doing this.
Orient to north.
Tree hits, then LB.
Okay, so our initial plan going in, right? We're utilizing neutral, Adel reprisal. We're gonna add in macro.
Is
At
your idol
least-
up? Mine's up in 7.
No.
Alright,
It'll
top.
be yours. Just press it when you can.
I'm
Yeah.
popping. Okay.
So
Next is going to be spit. Next is going to be calf.
Wait for the buff, Alice.
LB.
All right, tank LB, and now 4.
You're good.
I'm. Yep.
Five.
And 6.
Go.
Nah, there's no way that counts.
Oh, that's
If that was
fine.
faster, that would have worked.
yeah, I need to go faster.
We were just slow. Go,
And then this
Patchy.
would be the deploy.
I mean, we didn't have time.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
Yeah, that was like literally. But that's with like an early idol too that missed some of the tumults, and it couldn't get like the first hit.
It really doesn't feel that bad either.
I missaw which buff was the tank LB buff, and I went late. I bet.
No, you're okay. You're okay.
First time actually doing the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
Yep.
Sylvie, do you just like get blown up by a bomb?
Yeah, no, I literally just keep like getting disoriented.
melee
I'm, like,
I
because I legitimately don't really know the melee spot.
I can do the melee spot if you want.
Okay.
I do want to look at because the Astro like nearly died.
Oh, I don't.
Yes.
So I do still want to look at it.
I think
just-
Soil might have been late.
I also didn't have what's his face. Enough
So they had, like-
crystals for everyone.
I think with Soil there he's a lot more comfy. I think Soil was
Yeah, there was no soil there.
Did Barrier actually catch the first set of explosions?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, everything else was there. So yeah, just with like the soil would, I think, alleviate that issue completely.
Partner, yeah.
Also, did you use macro at all during that fuse field? It seemed like.
I did not use macro at the first start. I used it
Okay.
on the third one, but it would have been up probably until after the LB, so I was probably just going to use the top after the deploy. But
Okay.
try to have macro up at the start.
Okay. Yeah, because I guess really like you can just kind of like pick and choose like whichever one you feel just would get the most value out of just getting like a top up immediately.
The most value for me would probably be like honestly just after the.
There's no soil here, by the way.
The most value for me would probably be after the
Elvision.
third hit to pop it, because then that just gets everyone topped up, so they can just speed run the LB.
We should be able to just do the LB hits on cooldown anyway, I think.
Yeah, like the moment the LB buff is applied to everyone, you can just immediately start going 4, 5, 6 just the moment the vuln drops off.
To be
it
fair,
would be-
Ellis moved slow, and he like walked through his tether before it actually blew up. It didn't blow up immediately, and we still barely missed the third.
What was your pop order, by the way?
Tank, healer.
Melee 1, melee 2. Oh my god.
fell off.
Oh.
Is there ever a world where you
I did
change
it,
it
like,
to
slightly
healer?
too
Is there ever a world you change it to healer, tank? That way your tank can instantly like just. Oh no, they're animation locked.
Okay, so you do range or melee ranged.
Yeah.
Okay, so like T1, T2, H1, H2.
Yep.
Okay, and then
And
who
then
are
it'll be Iza, Sylvie, Patchy, me. I believe that's correct. Don't
A
correct me
tank
if I'm
can
wrong.
never be 4, so your animation lock will finish even if you're 5.
Okay, hold on.
So
Iza's M1 and then Patchy's R1?
yeah.
Yeah.
Then who's for the supports?
Spit is T1 and Kath is H1.
So the third, or the last tank LV explosion is always going to be the Soldier's F. So just be ready for that, I guess.
Yes.
Okay, I just have it typed on like a notepad because I could just like call out the names then. If that would be helpful at all.
Yeah, if you want to call it out when we actually have the mid to survive, because I'm kind of just eyeballing it.
Yeah, I guess me and Spit will actually have to do our cryo correctly.
Yeah, I was just looking at where Zach was and I'm like, I'll be too.
Yeah, same.
Because it's always weird when I snore.
I guess it could be.
Yeah, I
No,
mean,
it's fine.
well-
It doesn't change. Me and Spit will just swap.
We had a moment when we were like, yo, don't call out. Where it like caused a wipe during Prague, I remember.
Well, it was because I was calling it out specifically in a way that was like blank is next, but I didn't say the is next.
No,
So
I
they
was
just went. Yeah.
I think it was a lot of a me problem.
I mean, it's good to sort out communication like that. Like,
Oh,
it
I
can always
repped
be
it
better.
correctly.
What are we missing rep on?
This. The stacks here.
It'll be the
It lasts,
the
I'm
quad.
pretty sure.
It'll be the quad hit. Won't have it.
Yeah,
It's fine.
and then it's gonna
Oh,
miss
yeah?
the brutal impact.
It's okay, Ellis can heal more with his mind.
That
No,
is
it
the
actually
stat
allowed
that
me
makes
to
you
heal
heal.
more. No, it actually let me heal more? White mage.
Stop moving, I'm trying to stand on top of you.
You're fine. This one won't heal you. It's the next one.
It's a good habit to get into for self-preservation.
I don't think we're making this DPS check, guys.
Yeah, it's looking a little rough.
Oh, that was a chonky one. You're gonna die.
Nope.
No, the TBN.
I might have been a little late on the TVN.
No, he just
I love,
autoed me
I love
once.
trying to time TVN for 2 or 3 auto moments.
Partner. Arms into spread.
I think my auto's gonna be down for the next layer, but I'll have Tempera.
Yeah, your idol normally didn't catch you, at least in the past. So as long as the Tempera is there.
That's comfy as fuck.
That's not the one I'm scared of.
I'm scared of all of them.
This next one.
It'll be for like the first hit of Fuse Field at least.
Yeah.
I forgot how much I hated this guy's voice.
Going to 1 after. Orient. Spread and out.
Get it? Spread out.
The choke is sex.
Alright, guys.
You on my spot for this, Sylvie?
Sure.
Okay. I'm range.
That's bad.
Okay.
Click off
Yeah,
shields.
I think it's usually my normal spot.
Do we want to click off shields? It's gonna be have weakness.
They won't last.
Yeah, they won't last.
Okay.
Support's exploding first.
Make sure we have the consultation in the soil. mm,
Do you need tank copy? Go to the
Proxy.
base wall.
Supposed to do this here. Partner.
You need it.
Bot heals,
There's no-
Sylvie.
Nope.
Oh, it didn't catch him. That's all the resers.
Ironclad defense. Whole
There's
party
a
dead.
lot of fucking damage on that one.
Yeah.
We want the Adol where it was there, right? On the both hits of it, because there's nothing after.
On both hits of...
So, like the initial dive hit and the partner, instead of doing the timing to catch the mechanic after, because there's no raid wide after.
Oh, yeah,
Everyone
yeah.
Except for Sylvie just died from full. That dive boom hit, by the way.
Yeah, we had
I mean, Sylvie
Adol
was right
rep
next to me,
and
so.
Cat's shield.
Oh no.
Yeah, I took 70k. So
No, and XP. expedient. And Sarah?
Is it just weakness shield?
It's probably just weakness. Yeah, I took 78. I took
I mean, we weren't
78k.
full.
I don't know.
No, everyone except for Sylvie was full. Everyone except for Sylvie was full.
Oh, okay.
I still took 70k, so
Wait,
would have died
was
from full.
no boss mid on that one?
What did we have on? No, we had Adel Rep.
I remember on the poll I saw Adol Rep, but in the log there's not in the death wake up. There's not.
Yeah, death recap is just dumb. I'm looking at the last poll where we survived that without Tank LB.
We had, so in the past, we also had Tactician on that dive boom. We do not have Tactician on.
Did we? I mean, I'm using it on the fuse.
Practitioner fell off.
Yeah, the Tactician fell off.
I can try to use it later, I guess.
Because on the previous polls, you were using Tactician to cover the Quadra-boom dive and the dive boom, whereas on this last poll, you tried to catch the second explosion from the fuse down, and then it fell off for the dive boom.
I can
No, I'll
single
just
try
use
to
it for
net-
the dive. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I can single try to net most people on the fuse down.
Yeah, if you just move that to the dive boom, I don't have weakness on shield, so I can definitely use it.
Okay.
Being like, it's my team fault.
Do it again.
Only 1,200.
It's kind of tough.
Man, it's like going into this fight with half of your HP and 0% of your defense makes it harder.
But we have 730 weapons.
They gotta put defense on weapons. Game's too tough. It's honestly shocking to me that it's even this possible.
Honestly, me too.
Like, we actually have half the HP of Biss.
You have less than half the gear on.
I mean, you have half the HP of this, but you have like 60% of Minimal.
True.
Maybe
Easy
70.
mode.
Actually, I think tanks are 60. You guys look closer to 70. How much HP do you guys have? No.
I have no idea. Octo, by the way, spreading.
How are we ever even gonna survive 8 fucking Oct? I guess at that point I don't need to keep neutral or macro.
We're not, bro. That's the
No,
best
we
part.
Will. No, we will.
They don't exist if we don't get there. You know, that was meant to be like a positive comment, but I think it came out not that.
No, I took this. I got fucking hyped, dude.
Okay, okay.
Like, you challenged me to get there?
I don't think. I didn't take it that way.
We also, we were also missing a soil on that dive boom, which I assume is just because Kath had died.
I think it's just not up from where I timed it from the previous thing. I might have to use that one earlier.
On the poll before, you pressed soil late, and that's probably why it was still up for dive boom. It was only up for the second half of fuse down, partners in. Arms into partners.
Our lives depend on whether my carry wants to do its skills or not.
That's a scary place to be. I am standing on top of Ellis. He's moving! Okay.
Who's trying to share this with me?
That was. Oh, you know what? On the next one, I'm gonna stand on the B marker. We have all the casters on the B marker.
Sure.
The next one is actually a concern.
probably won't be up for the dive boom one though.
It's 15 plus 3 for the fall off, right?
Yeah.
It'll be tight.
Yeah, I'll try to time it.
Going to 4 after. Orient.
No, it's just dead, probably.
Nope.
Nope.
What a goat.
Red in.
I'm on the B marker.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Um,
we almost missed wings.
Ellis did.
Oh no, he's actually gonna die for that.
Yeah,
Oh,
don't do
they all
that.
died for that.
Wait, what happened?
Heal me. Quick.
Oh fuck!
Click off your shields if you have them. No one does. Never mind. Okay, we're fine.
Alright, well, we'll just fucking YOLO it then.
Just play the game.
DPS are
Make
first.
sure we have
can both be
Constitution,
heroes,
Barrier, Dark Missionary.
I don't have a mid on you, Kath.
That's fine.
Barrier hopefully doesn't fall off.
Well, I went to the wrong spot.
Oh, Zeph's up.
Knock
Arms.
back it and then spread after.
Spits up. Goodbye, world.
Yup.
I never summoned my fucking fairy, bro.
Why did we do that? Was that for the epic memes or?
Well, it's actually better to control heal propagation if we can. I don't think that's the reason we died.
Was something? Because I was just spamming shields. Was something else missing there?
On the dive boom or
No,
the.
on the slams.
On the
Let me look.
The epic
Just
meme.
pull again, and he can tell us that while we're going.
I can always put macro back on there. We were fine without macro for like the first time.
All 3 targetables.
I'm
and
just
passage.
I'm just putting macro back on there. I have faith in myself.
Well, yeah, I mean it's probably fine. We're missing things there, for sure. Yeah.
Okay, then should I? Yeah, well, I'll put. Yeah.
We're missing. We normally had passage.
Passage was there.
I dodged passage.
Ellis dodged it because he
Everyone
was on
but
the B
Ellis
marker.
had
Oh,
passage.
okay.
Yeah, just don't look at me. I lived because I spot healed myself to compensate.
You live because I gave you an intervention.
Oh, maybe.
The reprisal fell off.
Is that not snapshot at the start of the cast?
I thought snapshot started cast.
No, it doesn't snapshot. It has to carry through.
Oh.
Or no, I'm sorry. Was it the reprisal? It was the feint was on for 1 less hit. The addle normally falls off around that time, so that's probably fine. And then we would have galvanize, so it looks like just shields. But we had shields on the first couple of hits.
Spread.
Was it heal diff? What was Ellis's HPS looking like?
Well, I can tell you what my rotation's like, and you can
The
tell me if I can. do
HPS
it.
check. Yeah, is it Helios into Helios into another Helios?
No, yeah, that one is Helios to Helios into Helios. Probably was Helios conjunction. You know, if I was playing White Mage, you guys would all live. Every last one. It would be. I'd heal twice as much.
Too much.
Yeah, you like when you do the feint and the addle, you will need to time it like very close to the end of that Lariat cast bar.
So I've been lied to. That shit doesn't actually snapshot.
No.
Apparently not.
No, lied to. The greatest bamboozling of all time. I don't care. I don't have any targeted mid. This is how these fights should be.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Here, the system that makes sure that your granddad gets his Social Security check.
Arms
the
into
system that
partners.
makes sure that your mom's doctor gets Medicare payment to cover her medical appointment, and the system that makes sure that you get the tax refund that you're owed has been taken over by Elon Musk. And every organization from your state government that uses federal money on that bridge project to the local Head Start that takes care of little kids while their mommies and daddies go to
I
work
was still too busy
is
laughing
now
at
at the
Patchy's
mercy
question.
of Elon Musk. Elon just grabbed the controls of our whole payment system, demanding the
Was
power
that, were we
to
doing
turn
that for a
it
reason, or
on
is it for
his
the
friends
epic
or
memes?
turn it off for anyone he
I was
doesn't
wondering.
like. Now there's a second problem.
It was pretty
it's
dumb.
not just
You guys can
payments
just like
from the federal
stack onto the
government
boss or
that are now
something.
in
I'll
Elon's
just be
control.
slightly off to the right.
Elon and his handful of friends now
I mean,
have
you can just
full
stand wherever, and I
access
go stand
It
on
won't
you.
matter.
personal
It
and
will not
financial
matter.
information
Macrofocus
that's
will
in
be
the
on
system.
that.
Your payment
I will never
history,
have this issue
your
again.
social security
One.
number, your bank account numbers. Elon now has the power to suck
Orient.
out all of that
Remember the end of
information
this cast
for his
bar.
own use. And there is a third
Spread
problem.
out.
In order for this handful of programmers to gain access to our $6 trillion payment system,
The addle's still gonna be a bit early.
Yeah.
were pulled down.
Yeah.
Are the gates wide open now for hackers from China,
Holy fuck.
Getting him.
from North Korea, from Iran, from Russia? Heck, who knows what black hat hackers all around the world are finding out about
We don't have
each one of
shields.
us and
Yeah.
copying that information
Support's
for
exploding
their own
first.
criminal uses.
I'm
Donald
very in my
Trump and
spot.
his billionaire buddies are determined to take over this government to make it work better for themselves and worse for everyone else. And this is just the start. As we gear up for the tax fight, it will become even clearer
Proxy
that
into
Trump
spread.
will open the doors for his billionaires and giant corporations
Do we have a Sorrel here?
to find more ways to loot the government at your
He'll be.
Meanwhile,
Orient yourself. We're okay.
pays more for groceries, more for housing, more for prescription drugs, and more for healthcare. When unelected billionaires start ransacking
Oh, we take our time,
government
nice and
offices,
slow.
this is not business as usual. Nope, nothing.
Are we
is
good for
normal.
first?
We
Tell me
are
when.
living a nightmare created by Donald Trump
Go.
and Elon
Go.
Musk, and we need
Ooh.
to wake up.
Wow.
We need to use
Oh,
every tool
yeah, it's
we
probably
That has to be
done.
weakness.
Zephyr.
Like, that's Sylvie. It's DPS first.
Oh, DPS. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, Ellis dying there is GG.
Drop
Yeah.
over.
Holy
The-
fuck.
Even with an addle that early, though, it would have. If we slightly delayed the first fuse, addle could have been there and Ellis would have lived.
I mean, was he 10%?
Yeah, you'll go with me by 300.
Like nothing. I think that's actually just Cath weakness, though. I think we were fine. But we also could we also could be waiting for that addle. I think we have time for that.
We also had no reprisal on the first hit. We had no reprisal.
I mean, someone called first. I mean, I can't pop reprisal if I want to capstone. You need to, like, I don't know, wait a second for addle and targetables
Yeah,
to
okay.
reply. Because
Here's
I
what we'll
pressed
do.
reprisal literally as soon as someone said pop first. And
So here's what we'll do. We'll just go on Sylvie's addle cooldown. So Sylvie, just like keep us apprised of your addle as soon as it's about to be up. Just say like, "Mit now." Zeph can press his rep. You'll press your addle as soon as those debuffs are up. We start popping.
Well, that reprisal should be up, because like
it's up the whole
up, we
time.
need to
But
time
we're
it.
waiting for addle anyway.
Like he doesn't want to and then we wait for 7 seconds before we start popping.
Yeah.
So we can just time everything on addle because we're waiting for the addle.
Where did Cath die?
I'm trying to remember too, because
He died at the.
He died to brutal impact before.
Brutal impact.
Yeah.
He died to 4600 overkill.
Oh my god, it's so
You
hard.
died by so much more than everyone else. Were you just?
I I just like spam suckers the whole time, but then I like weave I hard weave like a spell between each one. And I guess my like it looked like we got a little lower than normal, and my Indom I don't think procced on me before everyone else somehow. I don't know.
That's okay.
I'm the one using it.
My macro was a tiny bit slow. I was waiting for GCD. I'll macro here then. The issue is like macro is so.
I mean,
I don't think
I
there's
guess we
anything
just use it there since I've died twice now.
I guess that's the thing. Like, could you just like add in an Indom?
Yeah, like, if I didn't have Fade Blessing there between my first heal. Normally my thing is spam Concitation, and I weave Fade Blessing hard in the first one, and I weave Indom hard in the second one. It seems like if I don't have exactly that, I just fall over dead. So I just need to make sure my raw heals are up there too.
Look.
The reason you died to heal propagation is because you were getting heals too early, by the way. So you got an extra heal before a hit when you were already full, and then everyone else got the heal after the hit.
Yeah, I think if I just hold Fade Blessing there though, I'll be okay. 'Cause that's every time I've done that, I haven't died. Okay. I'll at least make it safer. But if we also have macro there, I'll never die.
The macro was there. It just was right after you died.
Yeah. Okay, I guess I'm lying. I will die with macro there on occasion.
Yeah, the macro doesn't actually mean Norm
Don't worry, next expansion macro will have mid on it.
Yeah, I'll get fucking Star Sign.
No, they'll just put Temperance on macro.
It's okay, Plenary will give it. Plenary will just become the next neutral set.
No, they'll delete Plenary too.
There's an every job rework next expansion.
Yeah, it's always next expansion.
So they say.
I mean, they used to actually rework jobs when they said that stuff.
They got a formula to
Partners.
now.
He's just chilling.
Yeah, the formula is that Summoner gets one new button every expansion.
Hell yeah, brother.
Also, comparing to like the furthest pull that we did through Fuse Field, we originally had Seraph on the first 2 mana explosions, and we did not have that this time, which might have been because of the recovery, because we ended up using Seraph during the dive boom.
I had to eat because I died going into it, I had no Aether Flow, so to get a soil down, I had to eat my fairy.
Okay.
And then I just didn't have fairy skills. But I had bigger suckers.
You would equal suckers because you had weakness.
Yeah.
Actually, I think they're still weaker.
Normally, I'm gonna save all that shit there, but it's kind of a no-win situation. Choose between like Seraphism and some fairy skills and lose sucker.
Simply have nothing go wrong. Partner in. Arms into spread.
I thought you were staying middle.
You said you give yourself a personal LS before Cal?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I see my health dropping way lower, it's way easier for me to just commit myself.
I'll just Clemency Cath then.
Pulling out the stop.
I mean, Clemency is literally half his HP, so surely it'll do something.
Better than nothing, for sure.
3. Orient yourself. Spread
Relate
in.
into this cast bar. So like now. Should be a bit better.
Good luck, Calf.
Flick off shields.
Yeah.
Did you use macro?
Yes, I used that.
Okay. Because that was just like so much more comfy anyways.
I don't think. I mean, it would have been fine if Cat didn't get high rolled.
DPS first.
I don't have a mid for Cat here. Oh.
Proxy into spread.
I believe.
No soil here.
Getting. Why did I fucking put you mid? You should have time to walk out, I think.
Yeah, we're fine. Feels gonna be weak though.
Just wait for the Adel call.
Make sure Kath is topped.
Adel's up in 10.
Oh.
There's no way. Just
That's too
Yeah.
far. That's too far.
Just go off the rep. Go off the rep. Go now.
It's up now.
Zeph, you're next.
Zephyr.
I'm waiting.
One more,
Wait.
and then tank LB.
Kath.
Yep, going.
Ellis, wait
Take
for the
LB.
buff.
Ellis. Okay, now Iza.
Iza.
Waiting for Devon.
Sylvie.
Now
Wait. Do
prep
not buff.
deploy.
Can be very slow on this
Wait for
one.
shields. Wait for shields.
Pachi.
Oh, we have
Oh.
no shields there.
That did 93,000 damage to me. Because we ran out of
To be
meds.
fair, I didn't say Veil. I used it on the first sector because I wanted us to live.
Yeah, that's probably the right play, honestly.
I honestly think the play is just 5-3.
Question. Cat.
Yeah, probably if we have nothing.
Can you click Osteophysium?
No.
No.
Pretty sure you can't.
Try it.
If I eat my carrot,
Honestly,
it's
find out.
Yeah, just find out right now.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to be in combat.
We don't pull them because
Oh,
Yo, that's
okay.
fucking broken. That's fucking broken.
Well,
I had no idea.
SMH my head. Job knowledge
But
unlocked.
I still would prefer
Okay.
us to do 5-3 because all of our mitts up and we can keep topping the party.
That is very fair. Yeah, that is very fair.
Okay. Do we want to switch to 5 mitts and then
Are we
3
like
with tank LB?
Are we like staggering our mid at all, or just ripping out at the same time? And
I mean, if we
We'll
just
have to stagger a bit.
we would have to stagger like Adel or rep
I mean,
We're not
because
gonna
they're
have
only
a-
15 versus 20 seconds.
I don't have
Adul's
rep
already
2
being
up
sick.
and
I have
2
dismantle there also. It's 10 seconds.
I mean, if we're tank LB in the first 3, do you still not have rep for like the final 2 or something?
Oh, if tank LB's first 3, I have rep.
Okay, then that's fine.
Oh, we're gonna tank LB first to let the Adel come out?
Adel in the second rep.
I mean,
Okay, that makes
there's
sense.
an argument to be made if we're doing 5-3, you could just start popping when there's like 10 seconds left on Adel. Naturally come up on the second pop.
Yeah, so 15-second mitt isn't going to last for 5 breaks regardless, so we do still need to stagger to some degree. It'll last for 4 at most.
We can just do 5-3 still, and we'll just throw the Adel as soon as it's up. That's
We have
automatically.
2 reps, so that one's no big deal, and I can save Veil for when Adel falls off.
Well, we keep saying 5-3, but 5-3 means I don't have rep 2.
3-5.
When I'm 3-5, and
Yeah, we 3-5.
So we're hard committed to 3-5. Okay, that's fine.
We're gonna need something more on that dive boom.
Is it damage variance?
Yeah, I mean,
Let me. Okay. So let me look there, cause we get really low, and topping the party and trying to throw like 3 of my mitts on is like overclocking my brain. So
Any bit potions?
let me see.
Or
is
Mind
it?
potion a shield?
Truly have nothing on that one.
Could you just do a?
Do we actually need soil on Fuse Down to survive?
I've been spot mitting all 4 casters on
Fuse
to
down's
use
not the
down.
problem. It's after it.
No, but if we don't need soil on fuse down, then you can just put it exclusively on.
Yeah. I'm checking where it came up. Because it's not up.
You just placed it really
actually
early.
lasted- Yeah, it lasted to the. I'm looking at the wrong spot in the fight.
That I didn't get you pants. You want this jacket?
You used it for fuse down, and it's not up at all for dive.
Oh, that is so generous. You're gonna make me cry.
No. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure. And everybody just love legit.
I think if we just put a single target mitt,
Giving the clothes off his back. The clothes off his back. He's like, you can have this.
It comes up as this move goes off.
Can you use?
Reading about how Hassan loves terrorism. Come on, bro. Come on. It's you cannot craft.
Why did I die there though?
You got overkilled by 600. Yeah, that you just got high roll.
I thought you and Sylvie might have overlapped, but Sylvie didn't die, so.
Yeah, I was looking at it. I didn't get the second hit, so yeah.
Also, this is gonna be last poll. Look at chat.
Yeah, the
We're already
hard
close enough,
topping,
maybe.
topping the party when we like run up there. Running
And-
in after fuse down, topping the party, getting the mid out.
Can you have Sunsign used there?
Where?
The dive boom prior to fuse field.
You will just not have neutral for fuse field then.
You won't have neutral for fuse field.
Because sunset comes off of after neutral.
If you adlo me, I can keep an intervention. Because I'm dying to auto, so I have no gauge.
I probably have I might have a TB in there.
Nah, but you should keep TBN on someone else, because if it comes down to it, I can just, I don't know, Lemon Seer, Hyper Potion, stand in the bomb, I don't know, do something.
I can Seraph that. It won't be up for final fuse field, but
That's fine. If you could just Seraph there, then.
yeah, I'll Seraph there. That'll do it.
Do I need to do anything different? I don't.
No.
I think it's just me.
All right.
And I'm not soiling that mech right before it.
Oh boy. Do the
I-
tanks have mid?
You should probably just keep the soil there because I think the idea, if I'm not mistaken, maybe they were asking if like you could shift the soil later, but if we're just gonna use Seraph there, I think just keeping the soil in place.
Question.
What
Do
else?
we have tank mid on fuse down?
Do we
Yeah,
have it?
I've been putting. Wait, what do you mean, like a personal?
Yeah, like can the tanks mid the caster for fuse down?
I've been mid and Kath.
Okay, you've been mid and Kath.
And Zep is using his gauge for not dying.
I see.
Is there any preference for like where in fuse down you want to dismantle if it's only 10 seconds?
Infuse down? You mean
No,
fuse?
fuse field, yeah, sorry.
Well, if we're gonna start with like if we're starting with LB, then you're going to dismantle.
Are we starting with LB? I thought we were starting with mid.
We're doing 3-5.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
okay,
doing
sorry.
Yeah. So we'd probably stagger it where we would obviously start with
Use it after 3 hits.
Adel Reprisal, and then probably follow that up then with Feint Dismantle.
So like.
You can use it after like the second hit, and it'll easily.
You're talking 7-8. You're talking like 7-8 hits, right? Because LB is on the second.
Second hit non-LB.
Okay.
After the 5th hit, just put the dismantle
Basically,
there.
I will say one thing. My neutral probably falls off on the 7th and 8th hits, so that's probably going to be the hardest hitting ones.
I can say Veil for them, any of them, so I can put Veil on 7-8.
I'm just saying people need to.
Probably put Veil on 8.
We can also put Deploy somewhere between 7 and 8 as well.
Then we would just put Deploy on 8 and put Veil on 7 though.
Sure. we just die on the 5th hit because.
No, we'll have.
Uh, Here is one question that I have. that
Partners
I
in.
wanted to consider about- If we're LB on the first 3 hits, is it possible that a tank needs to LB and get a thing?
That's a good point.
Have Tank 2 do it.
Arms into
Yeah,
partner.
but tank 2. Okay, yeah, I guess we'll have. Can they go fast enough? Guess they'll
Yeah.
have to go fast.
Animation lock is only like 2 seconds. and
Yeah,
the Vuln
it-
Yeah,
itself
but
is
2
like more
seconds.
than 2 seconds.
Alright, got you.
Who's tank 2? Zeph?
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we either could just do Tank 2 or we could just have healers go first. Either or.
I mean, we can just keep it the same. No big deal. It doesn't matter.
Alice, are you always spamming your regen heal?
Yes.
Should
It's
you?
high potency under neutral.
You're fucking joking, right?
What do you mean? It literally comes equipped with a fucking shield.
The normal healers doesn't get augmented?
No,
No.
you think my job works like that? I
No, it
wish.
doesn't. It's really stupid.
Then I'd actually have more healing.
Going to 1 after.
Do you know all white mages heal gets augmented by temperance?
Yeah. And also by Plenary.
Orient yourself. Spread and out.
Barry, please. It waited so long.
Holy fuck.
Alright, we're chilling.
Not even close.
We are.
Do we need to click off shields? Yeah, we do.
I don't have to click them off.
I'll go fuck yourself, Duff.
The boss does that.
Make sure you do this.
DPS first. I'm gonna go to the correct spot this time, Isa.
Okay.
I don't think that was the correct spot, but that's okay.
It was the open spot. Proxy into spread.
Copium.
And then we're going to have Seraph here.
Oh,
fuck.
What happened?
Resin.
Healers overlapped.
Cause
Oh.
he was under my fucking hotbars and I didn't see him.
Fuck me.
We can just test the tank OB, I guess. So
We'll be fine.
just get them up so we don't die to the first hit.
I did.
That's fine, just use eyes.
So Zephyr LB.
Alice, you're the last
Or
long.
I think that was too early.
Alright.
Next.
Zephyr.
3.
3.
You waited too long.
We're so dead.
Oh.
We're so dead. We're turbo dead.
Yeah, you had to go ASAP.
I know, dude. I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck I'm doing coming out of death into that. It's my bad.
I mean, it's just a wipe if one of you two die anyway. There's
This is-
not enough healing to go around.
This is the ultimate healer trial. Shit.
Yeah, my bad.
You know,
GG's, I mean,
you're right. If we ever kick Ellis, this is like the fight we would use to trial the next healer.
Yeah, when we
Hey,
kick Cath.
Alice, we gotta retire Cath first.
Oh my god, Tusk, when did you get here?
10 minutes ago.
Jump scare.
yo, welcome back to
My
us.
bad.
No, welcome back to us. You missed out on a banger fight. You got it.
Yeah.
It's samurai.
I think we chose the right fight. Once we got the gear right, which just was taking off more and more than we thought. Okay. Yeah. So Elevation, thanks for coming again.
Mhm.
I appreciate your time. I thought your like looking at things, working with us on the MIT was like very helpful. Give your thoughts on like that trial and whether it was productive or not. I know you had like a lot of questions for me when I told you we were doing this.
Yeah, well, I guess it was like just trying to understand maybe what you were looking to gain out of it. I do think like there's a way. I mean, like I did feel like it was productive, and like there's a way to like maybe make it even like a little more productive. It is a little maybe like niche in terms of